wasn't good the way they played. They just didn't play well this preseason. So it would be better if they had played better, right? Can we agree to that? Yeah? Be better if they'd played better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd just say yeah.
Yeah. I know you're not concerned with the preseason, but didn't look great. That's fine. As long as I figure some things out going forward. The shooting was just dreadful throughout the preseason. Of course, last night the Kings was without their 2 top guards, so but just makes me more anxious for the season to actually start, for the games to count. Maybe that's part of the thing with the Kings too. Like,
don't mean nothing, baby.
Don't mean anything.
It's preseason.
Yeah, it's like when you're in one of those tournaments, like Drapes was in this week, where you hit a shot, but we have a group score, so if I hit a bad shot, it doesn't matter.
Right?
You don't have that edge, and I don't know. I feel like we're looking for excuses, Jay, but the bottom line is it doesn't matter. So let's move on.
Yeah, it doesn't. And let me say this too, White, just to be on the safe side for everybody that's listening to King's Kingdom. If nothing else, we can throw out the bathwater now, right? Come Thursday, we got a whole new season. Right. And that's the great part about preseason is, unfortunately, more times than not throughout the regular season, you can't just flip the switch and say, oh, let's forget about it because you're amongst a long regular season. There's a long haul. Well, preseason, you got 5 games, you go 0-5. Okay, we got a brand new season.
Right.
Let's flip the switch now, fellas, and see. And the great part is you don't necessarily have to flip the switch in the point of we got to be absolutely at the highest peak right now. You have now a longer season to kind of round yourself into shape and into form too.
Yes. Now, this is why we're here, Jay.
I know people don't want to hear that.
On the text line from the 916. Guys, you're going to need to talk me off the ledge. That preseason was bad. It's okay.
All right.
916. It's all right. If they start the season 0-5 or even 0-3 or 0-2, then we got something to concern ourselves with. The preseason. That's why you have the preseason. I know, like I said, it wasn't good, but there's no reason to overreact to the fact that they didn't play well in the preseason.
Well, look, I'll say it like this.
Doesn't matter yet.
Yeah, it doesn't. And I'll put it to you this way. The 49ers got the win against the Jets. They lost a few in a row, right?
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
Patriots in the middle. We said on this very show, still early, super early.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple weeks later, what has happened? Sitting right at first place, albeit in there, no matter what. And I know Drapes will say, well, in a terrible conference, I get it. Or terrible division, I get it wholeheartedly. But guess what? The division still counts.
Mm-hmm.
You're still able to be, someone has to win it. Why not win it? I don't care if you win it at 7-10, whatever you got to do, you win it to get to the playoffs. And so that's what I'm saying is we're super. I mean, if we're talking about the Niners are 6 games in, the Kings were earlier than early. Matter of fact, Zach Morris ain't even hit the bill yet. You know, Mr. Belding ain't even around. Yeah. Ain't nobody need to be saved by no bill. Shouts out to my folks that's 35 and older, maybe 40 with the saved by the bill situation. But I mean, no one's late yet. We're still super early.
Zach, Screech, and Slater, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Shouts out to Lisa Turtle too.
Let's be honest, and maybe I am looking for excuses, but when you compare the NBA preseason to the other preseasons, it's probably the most meaningless and most insignificant of all the preseasons. Baseball, spring training, you know, it's got kind of a nice feel. The games don't matter, don't get me wrong, but it's spring training. It's kind of nice, right? It's, oh, this is cool. It's relaxing, and you got players during games, and they're running in the outfield, and it's just kind of laid back. It's like, it's kind of cool. Spring again. NFL preseason, I know some of those games are, but, you know, you got a glimpse. You get a glimpse of football for the first time since the long drought with no football, and then you get to see guys playing for positions, and it's very exciting. NBA preseason, just let's get it over with, right?
Yeah.
It is the worst of all the preseasons.
Absolutely.
Therefore, it's more meaningless. Therefore, 0-5 does not matter.
Absolutely. I like your algorithm and where you're going with that. That's great. That is great algebraic expression right there, man. Yeah, it's
and I love basketball. I watch, but it's the most meaningless preseason of them all.
Let me also piggyback on that in the form of this. Baseball, one thing about baseball, it's habitual. And all sports are, but baseball more times than not than any other sport for me, it's habitual. The spring training is long because couple things. And Drapes always says this. Baseball, they got, you know, Puerto Rican league, Mexican league. They have Dominican leagues. They have winter league.
Yeah.
But the top guys, not even half the top 50%, the top 1%, they don't play in those things. One thing Drapes always talks about is in basketball, dudes play all season. There's Pro-Ams, the Rucker,
Right.
Jay Crawford, the crossover up there in Washington. You got the Drew League down in LA. Everybody's rocking with Rico Hines, assistant coach former here with Sacramento Kings, now with the Philadelphia 76ers at UCLA. There's so many runs. Cats go overseas to China, Japan. We just saw De'Aaron. So there's multiple situations to get your game on when it comes to basketball. And baseball, there's not that many. And more or less in football, people use preseason to get in shape more than anything.
Yeah.
And so that for me, the basketball preseason situation, it is what it is. Again, they have an opportunity now. That season's over with. It's over.
Right.
It's a wash.
Yeah.
Now we get to talk about a whole nother season.
Yeah. See, Drapes with us. See that? Jay and I handling things already. Talking people off the ledge.
And you better not come on this show and scream that there's a problem. You better not come on this show and say there's a problem.
Hey, turn up my mic. Turn up my mic. Sound check. 1, 2, 3. There's not a problem, fellas. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it. But you guys are short-sighted in this regard, Whitey and Jay. You're looking at the final score, 113-91. I don't care about the final score. I care about how you look when you play.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about whether you won or lost. If you're 5-0 and you played like crap, I don't know how excited I could be about that. But you're 0-5, and outside maybe the first half against Golden State in those two games, you look pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the third quarter last night, you look, and that's where I would be concerned if I'm the fans, if I'm Mike Brown. The result doesn't matter to me. It's not about 113-91 last night. It's about, as I always say, Jay, you say I always say a lot of things. I always talk about the eye test.
True.
They just have not looked good. That's the concerning part to me. I don't care about whether it's 0-5, 5-0. Did you at least look good? And here's the one thing, too, fellas. This is preseason game number 5. And I understand no De'Aaron Fox, no Malik Monk. But did we see any growth at all from 1 to 5?
That's the one thing that mildly concerned me. As you said, the first game against the Warriors, there were some good signs.
Yeah.
And actually, the offense, anyway, has looked less productive since the first game.
Right.
Right? But still, it's okay.
It's okay.
You're working out the Kings.
Right.
I'm surprised, and I understand it, but hearing Drapes here a little bit.
No, I'm not upset. I'm not concerned. Borderline. I'm just like, dang, I wish it would have looked smoother. If they would have lost 113, 112 and looked good, shot 40% from 3, then we'd be all right, you know what? We lost the game. So it's not my reaction to them being 0-5. It's that they haven't looked good. And I'm not saying I'm even concerned, but it's like, darn.
Well, that's what I was saying with you. You would rather that it look better. Is it bad? I don't know. Not good. You'd rather they play better in the preseason. Because, there wasn't a lot there to hang your hat on. Fortunately, that's what you have the preseason for. So fingers crossed, hold your breath. Yay, the regular season starting soon.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. Everybody starts 0-0 come Tuesday.
New season.
Exactly.
Time
New
for first.
season. Exactly. And hopefully guys are healthy. We'll see if Kevin Huerter plays next week. That'll be a huge boost. We'll see, the update on Trey Lyles if we get one. The team isn't whole right now. And so I'm not about the 113-91. I will say being outscored 30-20 to start the game, being outscored 35-18 in the second quarter, being outscored by Portland when you play most of your starters. That's discouraging.
Yes.
Is it a concern? No, but it's a little discouraging. For me, and if I'm Mike Brown, it gives me plenty of stuff to talk about, plenty of things, teaching moments, if you will.
Got a few things you can work on in practice.
Exactly.
Are you at all even mildly approaching a level of concern with the fact that, to me, DeMar DeRozan just looks like he's not into the flow of this offense yet, or however you want to phrase it, or the offense hasn't fit him in, or whatever.
Yeah, a little bit, because
me too.
He started off so well in that game against the Warriors, first game. It was like, oh, this is going to be great. This is going to be perfect. And, I still sense him trying to figure it out. Like, where does he fit in this offense? Where's his shots going to come from? They got this read and react offense. And the fact that he was 3 of 8 last night, minus 18, that's not good. And I've said this, ever since we got him, Whitey. I think, honestly, the Kings almost need 2 different types of offenses. They need their normal, move the ball, motion, fast pace, but they also need, it's almost like in football where you have a different package depending on personnel. Like they need a DeMar DeRozan package, 4 or 5 plays where, you know what? It's not always going to be this motion. Now we're going to run high screen and roll with DeMar and Domas or something like that. And so I want to see as we go forward how much they throw into the offense. Do they diversify it a little bit more? It can't just be, let's run everything off Sabonis. Like, to me, you got to throw some special things in there for DeMar DeRozan.
Years ago, the Giants, they were having a terrible time at Candlestick Park, like mid-'80s, and no one was going to the games. Team was terrible. Everyone complained about the park. Then about 1986, about the time they got Will Clark, and they got Robbie Thompson, and they started turning things around, they came up with a great advertising and promotional idea, which was they gave out the Craw to Candlestick, which is they admitted, like, yeah, it's really cold here. So, and you may have one of these. I might have one somewhere. If you were at a game at Candlestick and you stayed for the whole game and it was extra innings, you got a button like, thank you for staying.
Okay.
So, and it was kind of cool. The Craw to Candlestick. What I'm saying is, anybody who watched that whole game last night deserves a Craw to Kings, right?
Right.
If you watched that whole
stuck
thing,
through that,
you are a
even
fan.
our boy G-Man wanted to tap out, right? Like, just in the G-Man, he wanted to tap out.
Yeah.
It was. And, they were never in the game, really. Think about it. You're down 27 at the half. Like, come on. To not even the Clippers. Like, ain't no James Harden, no Kawhi Leonard. Like, that's, frustrating, disappointing that even with DeMar, Keegan, Domas, we still got down 27 at the half. Mm-hmm, that can't happen, man.
We're right back with Drapes Takes, and we got a 49er update for you, too, when we return to Sacktown Sports.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust new Febreze car vent clips, now with 3 times greater scent control, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with new Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing, which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up! Oscar!
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Did you know that Wendy's has any size soft drinks for just $1? Yeah, any size, anytime. Like $1 Coke, $1 Sprite, or even $1 strawberry Fanta. Okay, could we maybe switch up the sound effect, please? 'Cause I'm losing it. Wow, no, not that. Any size soft drink for just $1? Gotta be Wendy's.
Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. A la carte only. Not valid in a combo. Exclusions apply.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Real quick here so we can get you to Drapes Takes. We got an update on the 49ers from Emil Fragoso. Follow him on Twitter. Check out his coverage at sacktownsports.com. Emil Fragoso reporting that Ricky Pearsall activated and will play. Ricky Pearsall will play Sunday against the Chiefs.
All right.
They may need him because Juwan Jennings is out, will not play. And J.P. Mason will play, and he will start.
Okay.
So there you go.
Okay. All right. No Jawan, but Tricky Ricky P.
That's right.
Making his Niners regular season debut. Looking forward to that.
Yeah. We'll
Over
talk
under catches right now. Go 2.5.
over.
Yeah, I was going to say 3.5.
Ooh.
They're
Yeah,
going to need him. You know, they're going to.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so, huh?
Yeah. I know Debo also has been limited at practice.
Okay.
Emil's going to join us today at 4:30.
Yeah.
He is picking the Chiefs. I can tell you that. Already.
Is he really?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Go to the dark side.
That's what I like, though.
I know.
That's how I like that. That shows me he's not biased. That
He's also
shows
a Raider
me
fan.
He's thinking,
Exactly.
now he's a Raider fan.
He is.
I know he is, but then when he steps in the studio, he's all bang Niner gang. It seems
This
like
could be his last appearance on our show. Jay and I have been discussing that.
my guy Emil. All right, I knew I liked that dude.
Right now, it's time for Drapes Takes.
Calm down, Lion. Calm down. Take it easy, man. Just take it easy.
All right, Kings fans, 0-5 preseason. It's over. It's done with. Flush it down the toilet. Don't let it mess up your weekend. I know the team has not looked good. I know they're not playing well right now, but it's preseason. It's not the regular season. I say we need to withhold judgments from this squad. And I've seen you guys on the text line. I've seen you on the YouTube already ready to jump off the Kings bandwagon. I think we really need to wait 10 to 15 games to evaluate where this team is. Not 5 games, not 6 games, 10 to 15 games. If after 10 to 15 games, they're 4-6, 6-9, then we can have some panic. But I'm not concerned right now. I'm not worried right now. Was it dismal yesterday against the Clippers? Yes. It looked like the San Diego Clippers. That's how bad that team was that the Kings played against last night. But there were some encouraging signs, Kings fans. Forget about 0-5 on the preseason. Let's start with my guy, Domantas Sabonis. I know he had 6 turnovers. Team got to do better with turnovers. But Domantas Sabonis might even be better this year than he was last year.
Top 5 big.
That's what I'm talking about. Easily a top 5 big in the game. We got to give Domas his flowers, and I think he's actually a man on a mission this season. Got snubbed from All-Star ranks last year. Finally made All-NBA, though, when it was all said and done. But this dude is even better this year. He's added the little 15 to 17 footer, shooting that with a little bit more confidence. Only took 2 threes last night. I'm okay. I know Mike Brown wants him to take 3 threes a game. I want him to take open shots. It doesn't have to be this magic number like, oh, you need to shoot 5 threes.
He doesn't look comfortable with it.
Right. It's like, I get it. You want him to, but he has to be comfortable. I think Domas has been the biggest bright spot, Whitey, this preseason.
Yeah, he's playing like he just can't believe how lucky he is to be playing with DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, he looks great out there. He looks like, the hard worker, the lunch pail guy that he was his first few years in Sacramento. My next take, Doug McDermott might be better than I expected, ladies. And this dude is a find. He is perfect. The thing I like about Doug McDermott, and Jay mentioned this, I think, yesterday. Doug McDermott or it might have even been High Flyer, one of you two. Doug McDermott ain't backing down. He ain't scared. He ain't trying to fit in. He ain't trying to run the offense. Doug McDermott knows who he is, and depending on, it doesn't matter what the system is, he's going to be Doug McDermott. It didn't take that dude long to get up some threes. I mean, the guy was chucking it up, but I like the confidence that he showed. I like the decisiveness that he showed from behind the arc. Doug McDermott, to me, is an everyday rotation player. Already, I've seen enough, Whitey, everyday rotation player for the Sacramento Kings.
I like the way he just fit right into the offense with some of the DHO stuff.
Yeah.
We put the over-under, I think you did, on 3s he'd make last night at 2 and a hook. We all took the over.
Yeah.
And he made 4.
Yeah, he got him up, too.
Yeah.
11 threes.
Yeah.
He got him up.
He's down the elbow today.
Right. He was in midseason form. I think he's going to be a big addition for us. And here's the thing. When we look at the first couple of years under Mike Brown here, we never really had, outside of Malik, maybe Trey Lyles, a wing shooter, like a sniper, if you will, that comes in, knows exactly who he is, and can deliver. Doug McDermott is the type that on any given night, Whitey could hit 4 or 5 threes and get hot. And that's the difference between winning and losing some of these games. We really haven't had it since maybe TD, Terrence Davis, a couple years ago. So I like what Doug McDermott is bringing to the table. My last take is this. And I'm looking at some of the reserve guys, and I'm not going to name them by name. But I feel like some of these guys were given an opportunity and they haven't made the most of it, which is a little upsetting to me. Like, Mike Brown has not settled in on a rotation. We still got some open roster spots here. You know, they let go of my guy, Boogie Ellis. But there are some other guys that are playing for their NBA lives, and they didn't take advantage of it. And I understand the team as a whole hasn't played well, but you would hope, all right, maybe Colby shows something in year 2. My boy Mason Jones. And it's just, it hasn't happened for these guys. And it's a little disappointing. It's a little frustrating. I felt like the opportunity was there for these guys. Even my boy Isaac Jones last night. We've been raving about him, you know, first couple of games of preseason. Even he hasn't looked good. And so that's a little frustrating.
Mason Jones has been playing a lot.
He's playing a lot. Yeah, he is.
And Boogie Ellis played well.
And got cut.
He may end up Stockton, but it's kind of convoluted the way they got to get him.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, I expected a little more from Mason. Like, I like Mason. I think he's a good player. I think he can help this team out. It's just, I don't know what's going on, but nobody's really looked good these 5 games except Domas, maybe.
I know.
Even DeMar, you know, has had his ups and downs. De'Aaron's, how about our boy Keegan Murray? 1 of 8 from 3 last night. I'm glad the preseason is over, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad the games are done. Now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. How about this, Whitey? This I found interesting here, and I'll add a bonus Drapes take here, if you will. The team played what? Tuesday in Salt Lake. Thursday in L.A. You would think, all right, probably an off day today. Mike Brown right back at practice. Mike Brown understands the sense of urgency, and that's what this team. Mike Brown reminds me of my trainer, Lem. A couple weeks ago, I might have told you guys this story. I know I told people out there listening. He looked at me. I said, Lem, when can I get a cheat day? He gave me the once over. He looked up and down at my body. He's like, do you deserve a cheat day? And so Mike Brown, to me, is saying to his team, y'all might want a day off. You deserve a day off. Not after what we saw these 5 games. You got to get back in the lab. You got to get back working. I think this next week is critical for the Kings. Talking about the practice, the mindset, how they come out in game 1. Like, to me, and I know Malik said the other day they're tired and that. Nah, you got to lock in. Like, you got some things that need to be corrected before next Thursday. And so, if I'm Mike Brown, I'm looking them up and down. Do you deserve an off day? That's Drapes Takes, Jay. It is brought to you by
Alsco Uniforms. Discover why it pays to keep clean with Alsco Uniforms.
Thank you, Drapes. Fans continue to weigh in here in the Chateau. You know, Manny, too legit. Not worried. Got to see how the first 10 games look. If not, maybe even the first 15 games. Ward says, I watched the game while singing. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. I don't even know that song. And then Linda Harold asked an interesting question. How many preseason games did the Kings win last October? They were 2-1 in the regular season in October. I believe they beat the Jazz last preseason, and then they lost to the Warriors and the Raptors and the Lakers and the Warriors again. So I think they were actually 1-4 last year.
Really? Yeah. And, you know, I was thinking about this, Whitey, as I was
the games were a little close,
in the shower.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this.
We don't need
because I'm just saying, I like to get clean too, big fella. I like to shower too. But I was thinking about this, and it reminded me of my boy Jason Jones, friend of show, and he said it on here. We can't look at previous year's preseason. We can't say for the first time since 1991 the team's 0-5 and actually think that means something going into the season. Would you like them to be better? Yes. Would you have liked them to be 5-0? Yes, I get that. But every season is different. It's a new year every year. And so even if this team is 0-5 in the preseason, does that really matter? You can't look at previous years. Well, because they were 4-0 last year, then this year, they were, are going to be terrible. I'm looking at this. Let me ask you this too, Whitey. Orlando, 0-2 this preseason. Cleveland, 0-3. Denver, 1-4. Dallas, 1-3. They might as well just give up the season then.
Well, but like you said, as you expertly pointed out, it's not just that they lost the games. They haven't played very well.
They haven't looked good.
Yeah.
Right.
As Jay's been helping me with this, as we're trying to help fans. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter. If they play like they've been playing, though, in the next game,
right.
And I don't think they will. But if they do, I am on yellow alert right then. One game in.
No, I hear you. Could it be possible that the players know it's preseason also?
Sure.
And aren't at their 100% maximum,
sure,
like their capabilities.
Yeah, it's like you're at the range.
Right. If you're DeMar DeRozan, are you really getting up for preseason Sunday at 3:00 against Portland? Or are you getting up for Thursday? Ant-Man is in town and the Minnesota Timberwolves are coming. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. He's been there, done that. And so I don't think we've seen the best from any of these.
He's still worried about what restaurant he going to eat at in the town. He ain't worried about hooping against Portland on a Sunday afternoon.
And Jay, you know this, Whitey, you know this. When we get our age, big fella, first few games, we just trying to stretch out.
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to get loose. I seen DeMar out there. Them bones ain't the same like they used to be. It takes you some time to get. So he's trying to get his conditioning and get everything. He knows come Thursday, he'll be ready.
See, that gets right to one of the questions that I'm struggling with this team. DeMar DeRozan joining the team, and in the athletic piece that we're going to talk to Anthony Slater about today, Domas said, we have a young team. We need a veteran like that. And I know we talked to G-Man about this on Media Day. Is this a young team or is it an old team? Is it a kind of a young team? I don't know the answer. Is it an older team with a young core? I don't know. And maybe it's right there in front of me and I don't see it. I have a hard time considering them a young team. Yeah. They're not especially old team. I don't know.
They're a veteran team, though. I think they are. Like outside of Keegan and Keon, Domas been around for this 8th year for De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
Like, no, these are veterans right now. You can't use that young team as an excuse anymore, I don't think.
Young veterans, but they're veterans.
They're veterans now. Exactly. Yeah, you can't use that as an excuse.
All right, when we come back, we'll turn our attention back to the NFL. 49ers offense looking different this year. You know whose fault it is? You can blame it on the Chiefs. Next. Drive Guys on a Friday. Does it get any better? Sacktown Sports.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm Dirk Verdorn in the KCRA3 Weather Center, and sunny skies with north winds today. That's increasing the fire danger and temperatures that will be warming into the upper 70s for daytime highs. Get the latest forecasts on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
DC here for Folsom Lake Kia, where they make car shopping easy with a huge selection of new Kia models, low payments, and zero down deals with approved credit. Folsom Lake Kia, your trusted dealer in Folsom for over 25 years. FolsomLakeKia.com.
Don't miss the action as the Kings tip off their 40th season in Sacramento. Be there for opening night at Golden One Center on Thursday, October 24th, when the Kings take on the Minnesota Timberwolves at 7 p.m. Tickets for all games are on sale now, so be sure to get yours to see De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, new addition DeMar DeRozan, and all of your Sacramento Kings take the court. Head to kings.com/tickets to secure your seat for the action.
At aimyourdigital.com, we'll help you target the right audience, build your leads, and crush your quota. Take your business to the next level. Our digital marketing strategies help grow awareness of your product or service, all while building trust in your business. Our approach involves leveraging multiple tools and strategies to deliver exceptional results that are customized to your unique business needs. Don't wait to run out of sales leads. Keep your business growing. Get started with aimyourdigital.com today.
The Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop is the only store in the world to be named a top 100 shop for 40 years straight. Yes, the only golf shop in the world. Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop is your unsurpassed spot to find the hottest golf gear, best pricing, and elite expertise. Try any club on the shelf on the driving range for free and let our staff show you everything you need to look and play better. You love golf. The Hagen Oaks team loves golf too. Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop, Fulton Avenue at Business 80. Learn more at hagenoaks.com or 916-481-GOLF.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for American Energy Heating and Air with a question. Have you recently had a technician diagnose your HVAC system and you were a bit surprised at how much it cost? Or did something seem off about their quote? Because at American Energy, they take pride in giving you honest, straightforward solutions to get that system up and running. Have their qualified technicians come out and give you a free second opinion. It's free. You got nothing to lose but some dollars off of that original quote. They're making the uncomfortable comfortable. They've been doing it since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. That's why they keep having customers coming back for more and more and more. You can call them and set that appointment at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
The shot clock is ticking, and your home team is driving up the court. But don't miss your chance to score big at Northern California's #1 Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Save on a new Accord, HRV, Ridgeline, or the all-new Prologue before the buzzer sounds on year-end deals. Don't get benched by high prices. Slam dunk your savings today.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Based on 2023 total new and Honda certified pre-owned vehicle car sales from American Honda Motor Company. Sold on report.
The only station in Sacramento giving you local sports coverage from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Sacktown Sports.
Yeah, I know I said we'd talk about the 49ers and Chiefs, and we will. We'll get to that and why the Chiefs are the reason the 49er offense looks different this year. But we're not done talking about the Kings yet, are we? On the chat here in the chateau, I mentioned that Ward said, I watched the game while singing. I think I've seen this film before. I didn't like the ending. And I said, I didn't know the song. And Ward shares it's a Taylor Swift song.
Ah,
didn't know that.
there you go.
I thought you would have known that.
No, what is it again? I didn't.
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending.
I'm sure I know. I got to hear it, though. I can't hear it on the screen. Like
Is that the title?
I guess the title is Exile.
Yeah, I got to know that, dude. I might have to play that right now. Taylor Swift, Exile.
Yeah, Exile featuring Bon Iver. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. From the album Folklore.
All right, hold on. Now I got you.
You got me, Jay? You got me? All right, because I was about to pull it up and play it.
That's a banger.
That's a heater right there.
Nice and slow.
That's a heater. We got to let the beat drop.
Friday with the Drive Guys, Taylor Swift.
I can see you standing.
Oh, yeah, I don't know this one. No, I admit, I do not know.
Is it because it's the country version?
Yeah. It's a folklore kind of song.
Oh,
I
okay.
cannot. No.
All right.
I don't rock with this.
Well, thank you, Ward, for the lesson anyway. I did not know that. How about this from Peg Junk?
What? Dog, you can't say his name on air. That's like FCC violation.
Yes.
What? Peg what?
If Doug McDermott catches a mean streak, he turns into Thuggy Buckets. Huh?
Thuggy McBuckets call him, right?
Yeah.
Doug McDermott is going to be a huge find for the Kings. I mean,
can we not get carried away?
No,
Thuggy McBuckets on day 2.
I'm getting carried away, big fella. Because here's the thing, Whitey. We don't have anybody like he's a flamethrower from behind the arc.
Yeah, he's a
very good shooter. That's a tremendous upgrade over what we had with Jalen McDaniels. Like this is another find. This is a guy because when you talk about the bench, Whitey, especially deep in the bench, all you're asking for is maybe 1, 2, 3 games where it's like, ooh, that's the Doug McDermott game. That's going to happen this season. He's going to have a couple of games where he hits 5 threes and everybody's going to be talking about him. No offense to Jalen McDaniels. We weren't going to have that with him. And so I'm all in on Dougie McBuckets.
Well, I get it, and I'm excited too. I think that I see why you would bring him in, and I see how he helps you. But I feel the need to provide some balance. He's playing for the minimum, right? I think he's reported that. And it's October, and he was available. So
he's our Sam Hauser.
I don't think we should get too carried away. That's all I'm saying.
He's our Sam Hauser.
Nice piece. Awesome.
He's our Sam Hauser. He's our 8th, 9th man that can come in.
Yeah.
Teams got to pay attention to, can get on the heater. I'm not saying he's going to average 30 or play 30 minutes, but he's an upgrade over what we had. I'm encouraged by what I saw last night.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
big
not
fella.
afraid to let it fly.
Yeah.
And it's going to be nicer to try to evaluate this team once they get some of their rotational pieces back.
Yeah, that's 100% true. They're not like Mike Brown doesn't even have his whole arsenal. And then we didn't have Fox or Malik yesterday. And so, when is Trey Lyles coming back? Has anybody heard an update on that? I haven't heard anything just yet. I mean, Trey Lyles is a big part of this. Where does Kevin Huerter fit in? I think even when those guys come back, like I said, it's going to take 5 to 10 games really to get this thing humming and understand the rotations, who fits where, and everything like that. I was surprised Kevin Huerter didn't play yesterday, though, because he's been cleared. He's been playing 5-on-5 all week. Like, it's the final preseason game. Get him some reps, Like, are we really going to just throw him in first time and opening night? And so I was a little surprised that we didn't see him last night.
The only thing I can think of would be A, he just felt like he wasn't ready yet, or B, as you alluded to earlier, maybe they felt like this is the last chance for some of these guys. I want to give them some insight.
Give them
but that's
some
just
burn.
a guess.
Yeah, maybe give them some burn. Mike
Colby
played
Jones, a
pretty much
disappointment,
everybody.
wasn't he?
Yeah.
And you talked about some of the players. You didn't mention anybody by name, but I think he's a good player, and I don't think he really showed it this preseason.
Yeah, what do you think's happening with him, man? Because remember last preseason, we were all, Colby Jones got to get some minutes, got to find room for this guy. I don't know if it's his confidence. Does he believe the coaches believe in him? I don't know what it is. He just doesn't look like the same player out there. Right. Before last year, he looked like the game was slow to him. He made all the right plays. Now it looks like almost like he's lost a little bit out there. Maybe it's a lack of confidence. I don't know, but something's not right there.
Amadrock says the play last night was so sloppy, Huerter could have been injured.
That's after the fact, Amadrock. What are you talking? That's Amadrock. Hey, look at
it was pretty.
It was pretty
rough.
rough. How many 23 total team turnovers? 21 for the Clippers. Sloppy game.
Mm-hmm.
They turned it over 23 times and gave up 30 points off those turnovers. Unbelievable. Clippers had 9. We didn't even get out on the break, Whitey. And I understand no Fox and Monk, those two help us out, but only 9 fast break points when they turned it over 21
They just
times.
didn't have play with any energy. I was hoping they'd play with an energy, a sense of purpose at least one of the ends, and it wasn't to be. So, all right. Mild disappointment. Now we move on.
We good, right?
But if this continues, then I reserve the right to go directly to yellow alert.
Well, let me ask you this, though. And I hear you. I understand. Is it just one game? Do we need – because I know what is going to happen, and I know I brought this up yesterday, and you got on me a little bit. But what if they don't look sharp opening night? There's going to be a segment of the Kings population that, we're doomed and everything. Like, when is a good time where we can say, you know what? We get an accurate gauge of what this team is.
We just have to – I don't know about anybody else. I'm just looking for them to get a little bit better or at least stabilize instead of just getting worse. And again, last night was tough to gauge because you didn't have your 2 top guards. So I get that. But they just look like kind of clueless out there. Like, there's no identity, which is not always easy to establish in the preseason. But the shooting has been dreadful.
Yeah. I don't know. That's probably the most surprising thing for me. I get having a game or two, but having 5 games,
right?
All like where you just can't shoot above 30% from 3. I mean, my boy Keegan, 1 of 8 last night. What the heck's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. So if that were to continue, then I think that would be trouble.
Yeah.
But hopefully it will not.
Right? Hopefully it will
Optimism.
not. Right. But here's the thing, too. Don't we think the Kings are going to be a good 3-point shooting team? Like, we got 3-point shooters. They might not just be going down right now. So while it's, disappointing, it's not concerning to me just yet. Because I think we got Keegan Murray's a good 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Keon Ellis, 40-some% last year. Once you get Malik Monk and Kevin Huerter, like, we'll be a good 3-point shooting team, I think. It's some of the other areas that I necessarily don't like. It doesn't seem smooth offensively out there.
Right.
The high turnover
and those things
rate.
are all interrelated.
Yeah. And here's the thing, too. I wonder with this Kings team, ladies and gentlemen, and it's very early. It's still early to figure this out. Are we, for lack of a better phrase, sort of front runners? Like when the shots are falling, Everything looks good. But as we've seen in recent years, what happens when you don't make shots? What do you turn to? Could be a concern for me.
That's why I like what you said when we started the show about with DeMar DeRozan. It'd be like a football team with a different offensive package.
Yeah.
Because we saw last year there were times when they're not making threes and there's nothing going on.
Nothing else.
So, all right, DeMar DeRozan to the rescue. But if he can't or just has a hard time fitting in with the way your base offense, then you're at cross purposes. I'm worried about the shooting just for this reason. Or let me rephrase that. I noticed that they didn't shoot well, and I hope it turns around because they have to shoot the ball better. They shot, as we've said a million times in the last couple of weeks, a lot of threes last year.
Yeah.
The percentage was okay, right?
No,
They were
yeah.
mid league, middle of the pack. So they got to make more shots this year. So far, they haven't come close to doing that. So that's one of the things I'll be watching.
No, you're 100% right. And, because that's who they are, too. Like, that's who they want to be.
Yes.
They want to be a great three-point shooting team.
Yes.
That's why they got three-point shooters. And if they're not, I'm looking at some of the numbers from last season. Oh, man, how about this, Whitey? Oh, my. This is brutal. This is rough.
Can you hold on to it for just a second?
Yeah, this is rough.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I got some bad numbers here, Kings fans. I got some bad numbers.
As the drive guys roll on what was starting out to be a great Friday now. We continue on Sacktown Sports.
For 76 years, the Keys family from Naturewood Home Furnishings has been serving families just like yours and mine. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa with Golf to Go. The Naturewood team takes great pride and significant effort to offer Northern California families a vast selection of home furnishings, most of which are made right here in this country. The kitchen table, which we purchased so many years ago, speaks to the enduring quality of the Naturewood product lines. We treasure memories made seated around that table with family and friends for birthday celebrations, school projects, and many late-night meals when the day just got away from us. Naturewood has provided thousands with home furnishings that not only last for generations, but also lead to everlasting memories of cherished times. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings now during their 76th anniversary sale and get started making your own brand of memories. Meet the Keys family at Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel. If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, the ultimate lunch lineup boasts wall-to-wall sports and scenic views. When you're hungry and in a hurry, the Scratch Kitchen delivers lunch in the clutch. I mean, where else can you order a 29-degree draft beer and a quickie combo on your lunch break? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all 4 arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
Finally, an easy way to find home improvement contractors. Just visit subcontractorsunited.com and simplify your search for home services professionals. From cabinets to windows, roofing to plumbing, Subcontractors United is an easy, simple way to find and hire a home improvement contractor. And you never have to give up personal information. So no harassing phone calls like you get from those other websites. Subcontractorsunited.com is sponsored by D&D Cabinets and Savage Design.
There's no better time than now to get yourself into a brand new Jeep because it's Jeep Adventure Days at Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, offering the best deals in town and a selection other dealers are jealous of. Stop on by. They're just off of Business 80 across from Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Sacramento Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
It's Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room. And guess what? Primetime football is back. Capital Casino is giving away $500 per game in high hand bonuses for every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday night primetime game. As always, offering the best food, the best service, and the best action with the most variety of games in the region, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. So check them out, Capital Casino, and always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Hey, Drapes, how about your guy? And I'll say it's your guy because you said the Kings should have taken him.
Yeah.
Dalton Connect.
What did I tell you, Whitey?
Yes.
I was high on Dalton
Yes,
Connect.
you
He
were.
was my guy. Not surprised at all he went off like that last night.
West Side Connect. Snoop is calling.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
West Side Connect.
10 of 18 from the field, 8 of 13 beyond the arc in the Lakers' overtime win.
Yeah, he looked good.
We're
And some of
getting
those
excited
shots.
'cause Dougie McBuckets was 4 for 11.
hey, Dougie McBuckets is OG Dalton Connect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's like, yeah. So Dalton Connect is the wannabe Dougie McBuckets. So I'm excited, man. We get to see Dalton Connect a week from tomorrow. So Saturday night in LA. Looking forward to that.
What is this?
What you got?
Sacktown Born. I know you got some numbers for us. I'm just trying to put it off because it sounds like it's not pretty. Sacktown Born on the text line. I love you guys. I hate this losing Kings franchise.
My gosh. Who's this guy?
What is going on here?
AJ, I'm about to strip his Sacktown out of his name. He can't be called Sacktown. Sacktown Born. You ain't Sacktown Born coming like that, bro. Come on, man.
People have been through a lot.
Preseason?
I know. It's like a defense mechanism. You start to hope, man, this team's going to be really good. And at the first signs that, it might take a while. Oh, they're the worst ever. It's because of what Kings fans have been through.
I get it, but, and I understand the PTSD. I understand.
Yeah, that's it.
I was hoping the trip to the playoffs would cure that. Clearly, it hasn't. And it's going to take some time. It's going to take some sustained success from these Kings.
Mm-hmm. Campio says 1 game of bad shooting can be forgiven. 5 games is a problem. Manny Too Legit is guessing on your numbers. He says, let me guess, 3-point shooting stats?
Yes, but not for the preseason. Last season, Whitey, I'm looking up the numbers. And we know where the Kings were. But how important is 3-point shooting? 14 of the top 15 3-point shooting teams went to the playoffs last season. Not play-in. I'm talking playoffs.
And the Kings were 16th,
16th.
right?
Them and the Warriors were the only 2 teams in the top 16 that didn't make the playoffs. So the stats show me if you're a good 3-point shooting team, you'll make it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why these 5 games is a little alarming, if you will.
A little bit, yes.
A little bit. Like, to your point, because this is what you said last week, they got to be able to shoot the 3. This is the NBA. You have to be able to shoot the 3.
That's who they are because that's the identity they've embraced.
Exactly.
That's what they focus.
You know the worst 3-point shooting teams? Give me a guess. Overall, last year.
Washington. I don't know.
Washington was 6th worst.
Minnesota.
Nah, dude. Minnesota's
really?
Yeah, because
How
they
about
were
it?
at 3rd.
I thought Conley shot
Detroit
terrible.
basketball.
Portland, Memphis,
Utah,
San Antonio, Toronto, Detroit,
so all the bad
Washington.
Teams. Okay,
So
just go
basically,
bad
the bad teams. So you got to be able to shoot the 3. And so 5 to 10 games, if we're still seeing some of these numbers, I'm hitting the panic button.
You could go out there with your eyes closed and shoot better than the last 5 games. I mean, it's really bad. And the good thing is they're producing pretty good shots.
Right.
That's the thing. They're going to have to go in eventually.
They should, because you got to look at history, right? We know Keegan Murray's a good 3-point shooter.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna go 1 for 8 like he did last night. Even our boy Keon Ellis, 1 for 3. Jordan McLaughlin, what did he shoot last year from 3? 47? Yeah, he was 1 for 4. And so you got to think that they're going to come back to whatever their career numbers are. Same thing with Kevin Huerter. Kevin Huerter, 36% and change last season. I got to expect he'll be up in around 38, 39. If they don't make their 3s, then they're in some trouble.
It's really interesting to me what you said about practice today. It's one thing for us to look at the preseason and say, it doesn't matter. This matters. We don't know. But if the coach is continuing to work them hard, clearly there are some things that in his mind Doesn't matter what you say or I say or Jay or, Sacktown. The coach sees things like, hey, we're not doing it right. We got to continue to work on it.
Right. And I think, one of the areas, we got to look at Mike Brown. We know he likes to work. Mike Brown's solution is, all right, I got to work harder, and I think coaching under Steve Kerr, he's learned and he's talked about it, when to, back off a little bit, when to let the guys rest. And so it'll be interesting to see how he plays this last week. And who knows, maybe today is a light practice. We don't know if they're going hard or anything like that. Maybe it's just a film session or something who knows? But one thing we don't want is, and this is why, a head coach is more than just X's and O's. Sometimes you got to gauge the pulse of your team. You got to know when to practice the guys and when to be like, you know what? We need to get away from each other. We need some time off. Mike called practice today. So in his eyes, you know what? They need to dial in a little bit more in practice.
I'm all for having fun. We all love to have fun, especially on the radio. But I don't think people should be making Cooper Flag references in regards to
It's
the
ridiculous. Campio, what?
He's not the only one.
Who else?
First Co. Tank for Flag.
Where First Co at? Where you see that? Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. I see it. First Co. But here's the thing. And
He's
I wonder,
having fun, I assume.
Hold on.
It's not that much fun.
Hopefully that ain't my boy Marcus on First Co. Because I be wearing the T-shirts. The First Co. Hopefully that ain't my guy saying Tank for Flag. If it is, he gonna have to, actually announce himself because he's a Lakers fan. He's a Lakers fan, so
okay. Well,
we
that
can
would explain that.
Yeah, but and in my head, got him. All right, it called you out, big fella. Called you out. But Campio is just looking for engagement right now. Campio is like that little boy. He hasn't heard his name mentioned on radio for a couple of days. So he's like,
clickbait.
look at me, guys. Yep. Come on, man. Campio. He says a generational player, Flag can become a great player. If there was any notion of tanking for Cooper Flag, the fan base would not stand for that. The fan base would be like, what the hell are we doing? No. So that's not it. Oh, yeah, Marcus said, that's me. Shout out to my guy, man.
Good call right there.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that name sounds a little too familiar. I should have wore a shirt today. That's my bad. But I'm not worried, man. I mean, do you really think we're a bad three-point shooting team when it's all said and done? When we get to the regular season?
No.
Okay.
I mean, but we keep hoping and assuming at some point it's going to get just, in the 30s. So something odd's going on.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's done now. Maybe it's all preseasonitis.
Yeah. Nobody talking about they shot 79% from free throw last night. Knocked down their free throws. How come we ain't showing no love to that, Whitey?
Because they got smoked.
Yeah, you can talk about it if you want to. I don't think I'm going there.
That's coming in the next day. All right, let me look for the positive here. Oh, Domas hit 10 of 12 free throws.
That is a veteran of many post-game shows right there, right?
Let me see here. What's the one positive we can extract out of the last night? Domas, McDermott, and they knocked down their free throws.
Have you read any of the Athletic piece yet by Sam Amick and Anthony Slater?
No, those guys been on fire lately.
Some
of their writing.
It's
I
a
need to
fascinating
dive into it.
piece about how this all came together in terms of DeMar DeRozan coming here and where the Kings as an organization are with De'Aaron Fox, where he is with the organization. And basically it's like, he wants to be here. And this is a huge year for him, but it's not just about the money. It's not just about, hey, I want to play here and play well so I can get the max deal, of course, which he'd love to. But he also wants to make sure, in his words, and we'll talk to Anthony Slater about this coming up, he wants to make sure the team is still doing everything it can to win.
Yeah.
Because he says things in the NBA can change in a hurry. And if they're going to change in a hurry, they're going to tear something down. He doesn't necessarily want to be here. So it's another reason why this year is crucial to keeping this core together.
Yeah. Are you buying that, though? Or is this just Rich Paul speaking through De'Aaron Fox?
I'm buying it because of the look in his eye when you and I talked to him.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
You were sitting
All
right there. You saw him when he looked at us. And, De'Aaron, as we've said, very intense. You talked to him, and he's just locked into you.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Whitey, and I understand the piece. I've read some of the quotes. I didn't read the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
What more does De'Aaron want from the organization? Like, I feel like they've done a hell of a job building the team around him.
They have.
You know, and I get having your flexibility and wanting to see how things play out and things like that. But I feel like the organization has done more, like they've done a great job. And so to me, that I don't know what more they can do to build a champion. Like they're taking the steps.
Don't you think some of that maybe, and we were just talking about the fans in this regard, for De'Aaron Fox, he has seen, he remembers what it was like not that long ago when the franchise was still kind of wandering in the wilderness. So he wants to make sure, all right, this new path, this new direction is one that as an organization they're committed to. There's no reason for us to think they're not, but I could see how he would say, I just want to make sure this is what we're doing now. We're not going to slip back into the dark days of my early career.
Yeah, and he, you know, if that's the case, then maybe he like Kings fans aren't 100% sold. You know, maybe he has the PTSD also. Like I think, and I've only been here, you know, this is my 5th season. It's night and day from my first 2 years.
Sure,
like we got the pieces in place. Monty, Wes, Mike, like this is a stable organization right now, a stable franchise. And so I understand from a player's perspective, wanting to sort of keep that leverage, you know, and say, hey, you know, I'm putting my finger on you guys. Like you got to make the right moves. I get it. But I feel like if it came down to right now, he'd re-up. Like if he had to make a choice, right? Like they've built the team. Like, is he really leaving my boy Domantas Sabonis and Whitey? Because I thought about this earlier. I don't know of any player that's turned down $300 and something million.
Right.
I don't care. Like, you know what? That's not, I don't know of any players to turn down the Supermax. Somebody would have to figure that out and let me know. Like this is like insane money. And I know you can get money from other places, but when you got $345 million here and $200 there, that's a big difference.
It's a fascinating piece. Anthony Slater co-wrote it with Sam Amick. And guess what? Anthony Slater joins us next on The Drive Guy, Sacktown Sports.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call Invent Help today. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
There's no need to be scared of auto maintenance this October. Your local Jiffy Lube has just the treats you need without the tricks, like fast oil changes or wiper blades for the upcoming rainy season. Serving greater Sacramento area customers since 1984 with over 30 convenient locations to choose from. Open daily, early at 7:30 and open past 6 p.m. at most locations. Just visit jiffylube.com to find a location near you and valuable coupons to save money too.
O'Reilly.
Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts in West Sacramento and Town Center Plaza next to Nugget Markets now through October 29th for the Customer Appreciation Day sale. You'll get 2 times O rewards points on select purchases. Plus, pick up 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and receive a $10 gift card after rebate. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your Town Center Plaza, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey, October's already heating up on the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. Enjoy family fun at Dave's Pumpkin Patch in West Sacramento all month long. Pick your perfect pumpkin, navigate the corn maze, jump on a massive jumping pillow, and create unforgettable memories for the kids. On October 20th, don't miss Renee Vaca at the Crest Theater for a night of laughs and entertainment. And mark your calendar for Sinners and Saints, the region's best Halloween party on October 26th at the venue at Thunder Valley, complete with a $5,000 costume contest. It's the most spooktacular event of the season. Looking ahead into November, join us for Legends of Motown at the venue at Thunder Valley November 23rd, bringing you the classic hits that defined a generation. And you're not going to want to miss the Jersey Boys Midtown Men Holiday Show December 8th, also at the venue at Thunder Valley. It's going to be a night filled with festive cheer and old school classics. And stay tuned Come to Sacktown Sports for all your live event updates and your chance to win tickets.
Model year-end pricing is back at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
During the model year-end event, lower interest rates at Folsom Lake Honda make lower payments. It's no wonder why Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop. Come in today or check out our entire inventory online at folsomlakehonda.com.
Get an instant cash offer for your trade at folsomlakehonda.com. We'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to folsomlakehonda.com.
Your one-stop Honda shop.
Your local sports leader in the 916.
KHD1 Sacramento. KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios. Sacktown Sports 1140.
Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Going to introduce you to our new Kings NBA Insider in just a moment here. It's Drive Guys on a Friday. Before we get to that, we got Day Baseball. Drapes, love Day Baseball. Top third, and the Mets leading the Dodgers 3-1. Let's go, Mets.
Mets trying to extend this series.
Let's go.
One win away from the World Series. How about Cleveland yesterday?
That was
Did
amazing.
you see that? Unbelievable. October baseball.
You know what was so cool about that, in addition to all the home runs and the drama, you go into extra innings and you don't start with that cockamamie runner on second base.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hey, we're playing real baseball
baseball again. And, that was fantastic. And seeing that crowd go wild. And even though I'm still rooting for a Yankees-Dodgers World Series, that's what I want to see. I want to see the stars, the biggest names in the game, square off. But, yeah, man. Yeah.
So you think Ohtani and Aaron Judge can be almost like a magic bird?
Magic bird, if you will.
Huh.
Nah. But they're not guarding each other. You
I
know, it's a little different.
It doesn't quite. It's not quite
It's not the same.
All right, our next guest is going to join us all season long. He's going to become our new Kings insider, NBA insider, of course, from The Athletic. Anthony Slater. Anthony, welcome. We're thrilled to have you on a regular basis. We're just wondering, I know a lot of fans are wondering, why would you lower yourself to that? Why would you subject yourself to that?
I plead the fifth on that. That'll be the one time this entire season for you guys that I'll plead the fifth. I will try to not do that again.
All right, we got you. Is there anything that happened in this preseason that, as far as you know, would actually concern Mike Brown?
Oh man, I would say just like there doesn't seem to be a ton of like juice out there, effort. Which, you know, you can blame on the preseason. You can blame on, like, you know, the core of these guys are multi-year vets, some with all-star appearances that don't need to be that juiced up for the preseason. But, you know, you would want to see maybe a little bit more meshing. I don't know that, like, the schematics on the floor. I mean, I know DeRozan struggled with his shot a little bit the last couple games. Sabonis has looked good. But I don't know. I would say that, and then the other thing is, and I know this is injury related and absence related, but the bench looks really thin right now. And again, that can change when Trey Lyles pops up, when Kevin Herter pops up, when Malik Monk is there more consistently. But it's just that part of it has not looked great.
Yeah, Anthony Slater joining us, our guy Slates. You know, it's a small sample size, and you brought up DeMar DeRozan. How do you see that fit working going forward? I mentioned it and likened it to, you know, having different style running backs. You have your base offense, and then you bring in your heavy package. And like, I feel like they need to have like a DeMar DeRozan package offensively.
Or how about just DeMar DeRozan's, like, not solo minutes, but, you know, I think the way you kind of do your subs with a team like this matters. You know, are you completely staggering Fox and DeRozan, so every time Fox isn't on the floor, DeRozan is? Or, you know, do you like his pairing with Sabonis? You know, him and Sabonis are really talking about this two-man game that they like to run. So maybe you just kind of like, you know, you mentioned it as a package. It's almost like a drive in football, but, you know, like if Fox is off the floor for the final 4 minutes of the first quarter, you just spam those type of actions. But, you know, they all got to kind of figure out how to fit with each other, because the truth is most of these games are going to be decided in crunch time when they're all going to have to be on the floor. And Malik Monk's probably going to be on the floor with them, and everybody's going to figure out how to kind of morph into the correct roles, which for a lot of them, Keegan Murray, another guy, going to be lower usage on certain nights for a lot of these guys.
Anthony Slater with us in the piece that you and Sam Amick wrote, and we know you did most of it, so, wink, wink. But it's an incredible piece. It really is. It's fascinating. What is De'Aaron Fox looking for from the Kings before deciding whether he wants to stay beyond his current deal?
I would say, as he kind of laid out, I thought pretty honestly and transparently, but just like a pretty clear path to consistent, at least fringe contention, right? I mean, I think he had a line in there about like, he doesn't want the peak of this run to be that playoff run a couple of years ago. Sure, I mean, everybody will always remember it in Sacramento, but you don't want to just to be remembered. Almost like, remember those Warriors teams from way back, the We Believe Warriors? Mm-hmm. They made it in 2007. It was this fun run, and then they kind of faded out for a while until Steph Curry showed up. Like, he doesn't want that to be the feeling, like exiting this season if they didn't make the playoffs again. It's like, it's just kind of like a flash. I think he needs to. I mean, he's voicing it. He needs to feel like exiting this season, like the trend line is upward and it's heading towards, a team that can at least sniff West Finals, maybe even NBA Finals. And that's a tall task. And we'll see. I'm not sure. I believe they have the team that can be a Final Four type team, but he needs to feel that pretty clearly because he has some pretty lofty ambitions, for his career that include potentially getting a championship.
Slates, how much do you believe that's De'Aaron talking, and how much do you believe that's Rich Paul putting that in his head?
I think that I think they're being clear. Rich Paul, to be looped into this, but De'Aaron, I think they're being clear that he's happy, he's satisfied. He was very much in on the DeMar DeRozan recruitment this summer. He was very happy about that. I think that there's a belief those two can fit together. I know from the De'Aaron side there was there's kind of a belief that DeRozan's ISO skill set will kind of take some of that load off De'Aaron, especially late in games. So. I don't think, like you said, from Rich Paul or from De'Aaron, there's like this is any type of grumbling. But De'Aaron's a businessman. Just the fact that he hired Rich Paul will tell you that he wants to up the business side of his brand and really his basketball career. So I mean, the two are kind of one in a sense. Like when you hire Rich Paul, this is like you hire your career to be taken in this type of direction.
Slates, pardon me for sliding a kind of folded two-parter at you, but I'm wondering what ultimately convinced DeMar DeRozan to become a King, and I know you wrote about this as well. How much interest was there from other teams in DeMar DeRozan?
There was a lot, but to your question of like what pushed him to become a King. I mean, the money was big here, right? The Kings were the team that got it all the way up over $20 million. There wasn't that much cap space out there, and a lot of teams that were kind of sniffing around the DeMar DeRozan market were talking mid-level, 13, 14-ish million. And I think the Kings had to creatively get it up over 20 and for multiple years. And, they did that. Now it cost them a pick swap deep in the future that might hurt them, come 2030s. And obviously you lose Harrison Barnes. But they beat out the other type of teams. I really think because of a financial thing and because they're going to compete. There were cap space teams out there that I made calls on DeMar DeRozan. We're not going to Pistons, those type of teams. But DeMar DeRozan does want to win, and that is where the Kings of today are separate from the Kings of 3-4 years ago. Like they can make the argument, hey, come here and you could be part of a legitimate playoff team. You could be, a number 1B, a 2A, whatever you want to call it, for the 5th seed, theoretically, the 3rd seed. I mean, you can at least make that pitch, whereas 3 years ago, Kings couldn't make that pitch to a free agent.
Yeah, and I know that, since Durant left, the Warriors have been bending over backwards to bring in that next star for years. So, how, and they were in on supposedly Markkanen this year and Paul George. Were they, and I know you wrote about them in this, what was their level of interest in DeMar DeRozan?
They made the call. I don't think they were going to make the maneuvering or the kind of like the cap space gymnastics that the Kings were willing to make. And they were also still hunting for Lauri Markkanen for like a month after that. And that was definitely higher on their priority list. So it wasn't nearly as aggressive as the Kings. I'll say that. And I think the fact that it wasn't nearly as aggressive is why you see him in a Kings uniform.
Hey, Slates, when you look at the Kings roster, are you hearing about any moves that they could make, adding anybody, Jay Crowder, anybody like that? A lot of talk was, man, when they made that McDaniels trade, here comes Zach LaVine or Brandon Ingram. Obviously, we don't think that's in play, but are they still shopping around, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the truth about the McDaniels thing is it saved them money in it and it freed up a roster spot for Doug McDermott. They kind of made their little, like that was the vet they decided to bring in. They figured they needed a bit more shooting. He adds it. It's going to be tough for him to get on the floor from a defensive perspective. But you're not going to really find anyone on the free agent market at this point on the minimum that's going to be a firm rotation guy. As far as the Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram realm, I mean, that to me is more of a later December, January, February question when the trade market starts to heat up. All these teams right now are going into the season like these are their team. The Bulls are Levine's look good in preseason. They're going to come out and try to win games to open the season. The Pelicans the same. I do think the Kings potentially could be an aggressive player down the line, but I think usually, 20 to 25 games until most teams either decide, hey, is the season going in a poor direction? We need to sell, or hey, let's go after something.
Mm-hmm. Anthony Slater with us. One of the best parts about the piece you guys wrote was breaking down how Domas went through this and his emotions, hearing DeMar might come here and then seeing that he was coming here. It's like what fans go through, sometimes. Is anybody in Sacramento as excited about the addition of DeRozan as Domas seems to be right now?
Yeah, no, that was kind of the interesting part. And sitting down with him was, I had heard from people around him that he'd really not necessarily warmed up would indicate that he was cold on. He was pumped when it happened, and he was almost skeptical it was going to happen. And if it does, and he's kind of elated. But then DeRozan sets up this week of workouts at USC with him, a couple weeks after the trade, and he said after he went through these 5 a.m. workouts for about a week with him, and talked to DeRozan a lot because we all know Sabonis is he's a really high IQ, passing, angles, cutting, that type of basketball player. Comes from his dad, and he would just sat there and would have conversations with DeMar about post footwork and stuff like that. And he said that's when he really got excited about this fit because he just thinks it's a veteran, it's a small player, but it's also a guy that can come in and they can really talk through issues, talk through offensive schemes and stuff like that this year. And he just feels like that's what this team needed. And again, when I talked to people around Sabonis, they said there is definitely an extra level of excitement from him entering training camp this year because of the DeRozan addition. Now, I have not checked back in the last 5 days as far as how the preseason went. But
he's playing like he's very excited to play with him.
Yeah, it's true. And I don't. Again, these are two long time of veterans to ring alarm bells after the preseason. But yeah, Sabonis was very excited.
Hey, Anthony, my boy Kevin Herter didn't play last night. We know he's been cleared. Are all signs pointing to maybe he'll be ready opening night? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like the way you put that. All signs towards maybe. Because that's probably how I'd put it.
Right.
The last time I really checked in, they were in the Bay, and I was kind of asking people that Kevin Herter was going through a pregame workout. It looked normal, regular. And I think they had literally just announced he was cleared for contact. And, talking to the coaches and stuff, they were like, he's hopeful. This next few days would probably be big for that. These are kind of, you make your camp cuts, you get your full team kind of this weekend. This is everybody across the league. And then you get into some hard practices and prep for the first game. And I would assume if Herter goes through those well, then there's a chance he could go. But the reality is he's close, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you get cleared for that full contact, even if, you miss one or two, like Kevin Herter will arrive soon.
Anthony, we have been talking to writers and broadcasters from around the league last couple weeks or so. If there's a consensus, it's that DeMar DeRozan is a great player, a great teammate, but that there may not be an ideal fit here. What made the Kings decide that this fit would work?
They were searching for an upgrade, really all summer, but going back to last trade deadline. Like they wanted to kind of, take their roster to the next level, and they've tried plenty of things, including they kind of sniffed around the Lauri Markkanen thing this summer, which probably, well, 100% would have cost a lot, but also, that would have been probably a higher ceiling upgrade, a 27-year-old on the rise, stretch five. So DeRozan to the basketball world, as you're saying, is like, he's older and he's, clunkier fit, not as good a defender, all that stuff. But like the reality is he's an upgrade. He's an upgrade from a personality and a presence standpoint. And that's the one thing I continue to hear from everybody in the Kings organization. Kyle, you probably feel this way being around too. Like his presence has been so huge for them in the locker room.
Yeah. Anthony Slater. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. And I would just, so like, I just felt like this was the one that they could get done. They couldn't be picky. I do believe they understand the challenges that come with it, and the fact that they're certainly not a flawless team at this point, particularly on the defensive end. And I don't think anyone is predicting that they're going to go conference finals, NBA finals, but they just felt they really needed an upgrade, and this was the move they could make.
Well, we're thrilled to have you on board this season, Anthony. And does he get anything, Jay? Does he get a T-shirt or a mug or any kind of a badge or a button or anything? Or
we'll give him a participation ribbon.
How about that?
Participation ribbon. All right.
We don't have it yet, but at some point during the season, we're going to get that to you, Anthony.
All right. I'll be there. I'll be a golden one.
We appreciate it. Thanks. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, fellas.
All right,
thank you.
All right. Oh, that's good stuff. Participation ribbon.
Yeah, he didn't sound too excited about that.
But got to make it purple too, though, right?
Yeah,
Kings color, purple.
We have some Kings roster moves.
Yes.
Sean Cunningham with the information on Twitter.
Hold up. Let me guys ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
I know Sean Cunningham tweeted it, but the Kings put it out themselves.
Okay.
So in terms of journalistic integrity, do we give somebody else credit when the team put it out, or just because we saw it? Yeah.
I gave him credit because I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
that's why I stopped.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Kings
announced these moves.
Well, can you?
All right,
can you share
I
them with
got
us
it right here.
All right,
Yes.
Thank you.
The Kings announced today that they have waived Boogie Ellis, Scal Labissiere, Terry Taylor, and Broderick Thomas. In addition, the Kings have signed Antoine Davis, Sharif O'Neal, and Drew Timmy, who are all expected to join the Stockton Kings, the G League affiliate.
Sharif O'Neal,
Shaq's son?
Yeah.
You
had some insight to this, Drapes?
Nah, I don't, but I was just reading an article from Shaq. And he said he's jealous of LeBron and Bronny. He said, I strive off of professional jealousy. My son was in that position. Life is all about titles. I would have loved to have that title first. Sharif and Shaq. And so Shaq's a little jealous of
Bronny. You saying he's coming out of retirement?
Come on, big fella. Come on here.
Orlando Robinson's injured. Need a
Robinson. We got a 10-day.
So all those guys are going to Stockton, though. Stockton Kings, officially announced by the Kings.
Okay. So the Boogie Ellis thing is
official.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, because he played well.
He played well, but, he's not on a two-way deal. And so you got to do something. The thought is maybe, he'll re-up with the Stockton Kings or, something like that. But, in terms of roster moves, you had to do that because you really only have one roster spot left to carry into the regular season. Mm-hmm. And did you want Boogie to have that? And we got a log jam at guards anyway.
Right.
Like, that's not, and no offense to Boogie, but he's not needed right now on this team.
Mm-hmm. So. Sharif O'Neal's intriguing, isn't he?
Is he really?
Well, he's big.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Played with the G League Ignite a couple of seasons ago. Looking at some of his numbers right here, 5.6 points, 3.2 rebounds.
Intriguing is a great word, huh?
Right.
Because you're not really saying anything.
You're not saying anything. Like anybody can be intriguing.
Yeah, I don't know
really.
if it's any good, but
that's a good word. So, yeah, I guess we're intrigued by him because we don't know. We got to see him, right? And he got the O'Neal last name. He's intriguing. Yes.
What do you make of the essence of this piece that Slates and Sam put together on how the Kings here, they've got this core now, but things have to go well for them to be assured that it's going to stay together over the next 2-3 years. I guess that's always the case in the NBA,
if I'm being 100% honest to who I am and what I believe, Whitey, and Slates and Sam, they're my guys. It's almost clickbait. Meaning the De'Aaron Fox, because, and all they're doing is stating what De'Aaron is telling them.
Yes.
But they know that's going to be the thing that gets the headlines, it gets played. I'm not worried about De'Aaron Fox's future here in Sacramento. I want somebody to look it up. Name me a player who has turned down a super max. The super max.
Well, he hadn't earned that yet. I think that's where it gets interesting is if he doesn't.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with, the organization building the right team. And in all honesty, when I hear this, I'm like, De'Aaron, this on you, big fella.
Mm-hmm.
You're the leader of this team. This roster is good enough to be in the top 6. Don't put it on Monty or Mike. This is on the players. They got to deliver this season. The roster is good enough. And so if De'Aaron doesn't reach those benchmarks that pay him that super duper max, they got to look in the mirror because the roster, in my opinion, is good enough. It'd be a cop-out to say, well, they haven't put me in a position. Actually, they have.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm not, putting a whole lot of stock. And like I said, and when I asked Anthony Slater this, I feel like it's Rich Paul, and Slater talked about it. When you sign with Rich Paul, this is the song and dance that they'd go through to hold the organization accountable. I'm not worried about it. I think the organization's done a fantastic job.
That only goes so far now, though, because, in the old days, before you had everything slotted, teams could pay guys whatever they wanted, and you'd really try to vie for leverage, and it would make a difference. And now it's like, you already know what he's going to make or what they can offer you depending on how he plays.
And we
no
know
matter what his agent says.
Whatever happens, the Kings are going to offer De'Aaron Fox the max. The max.
Yeah.
And so it'd be different if we were the Kings of 2 or 3 years ago. I could see saying, you know what? I don't know how this is going to go. I could see that. But we already see the team and franchises trending in the right direction. So I'm not too worried.
Mm-hmm.
Not too worried at all.
I found it interesting that according to this reporting that the Warriors were kind of knocking on DeMar DeRozan's door, because I wondered why a team that has, they've scoured the market for anybody who's a star. And then, DeMar DeRozan was available. Did they check in on that? Apparently they did. The Kings were, they just seized that.
That was was their guy. That was their target. I mean, I feel like the Warriors were tied to everybody. Like they were like open for business, whoever would take this bag, come on over here, come sign with us. Talk about a fit. I don't know if he'd fit with the Warriors system,
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And so
a lot of similarities.
A lot of similarities, but I'm glad he's here. And I like Slater's idea that maybe you stagger DeRozan's minutes where he's more on ball, can do his thing, instead of playing that 5-out motion offense that they do.
And I'll say this. We talk a lot about how teams owe their fans this or they owe the fans that. The Kings, and they know this, they owe the fans a great deal when it comes to the DeMar DeRozan signing. Obviously, it was mostly about all the money, but you listen to what DeMar DeRozan has been saying since day one when he got here. Why are you here? And he talks about the beam and the fans and the passion.
Yeah,
that's like the first thing he mentions.
Right, and even in this article, he mentions if this was a few years ago, he would not have signed. But because he sees the growth in the franchise, the fan base, the vibe in Sacramento, he was open to coming here.
Mm-hmm. We're going to take a scout's eye view of the Sacramento Kings when we come back. Drive, guys. Happy Friday, Sacktown Sports.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Lowe's knows that to win the job, pros need the best prices. That's why only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500 at the Pro Desk. That means you get the prices you need to start any job, small or large, because Lowe's knows pros. Valid in-store only. More terms and restrictions apply. Visit Lowe's.com/terms or Pro Desk for details.
This season, get premium tech that inspires joy from Dell Technologies. Bring projects to life with the XPS 16. It delivers supercharged processing for enhanced productivity and freedom to express yourself. Performance-class Dell PCs with Intel Core Ultra processors deliver a dedicated engine to help accelerate AI. Enjoy free shipping, Dell rewards, and expert support. When you get a Dell PC with AI, it gives back. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Have you ever had an MRI where you're in the tube head first? You probably had
Head
an MRI.
first. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
No, not really.
Okay. I got to get an MRI today, just a checkup thing after the show. And I got to go in there head first. And I usually just, close. You ever had that, Jay?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, okay. Just close your eyes and you hear like, I don't have a problem with it.
You got that coming up?
Night.
Yeah.
On a Friday night? Big
Friday
fella?
night. Yeah. So what are you doing Friday night? Get an MRI. So,
yeah.
Anyway, there's a movie that came out earlier this year. Maybe it was last year. I think it's called Insidious 2.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the movie, but there's a scene that they showed on the television commercials where there's the guy and he's got to get the MRI. And he goes in the tube and then all the lights go off. And he's like, what's going on? And this little demon creature crawls into the end of the tube. Have you seen that?
No, I've not seen that.
Man. So now,
oh my gosh,
I haven't had an MRI since I saw
That's
that.
the problem. Stop watching that.
I know, right?
It was on TV. It was on the
demonic
commercial.
Dude,
Yeah.
come on, man. You can't be now. You ain't gonna be able to sleep. You're all nervous going into the
There,
MRI.
Sometimes I'm a tiny bit claustrophobic. So, but I've never had a problem. It's just like, okay, we're good. I never opened my eyes inside.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I gotta apologize real quick to Sam and Slater. Sam reached out because I called it clickbait.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
didn't mean they were put because they just reporting what De'Aaron said.
It's a great piece.
And so clickbait is probably the wrong word.
Mm-hmm.
I think what De'Aaron said is going to get all the headlines, but I'm not buying what De'Aaron is saying. Is basically what I'm saying. I think it'll be hard pressed to turn down $345 million. Not that they just out there like trolling or made it up or anything. De'Aaron said what he said.
Yeah.
He said what he said. And as you read that, you're like, But from what I know about basketball, it would be hard to see a player turn down that much money.
I agree. But like I was
maybe
saying,
you take the deal and force your way out after that.
He would take the deal. Then I think everything's fine. If he doesn't make all league and then they can't offer him that, then I think that's where it potentially gets interesting. Because then it's like, well,
but I think
I'm
the money
not
is
leaving
still
as much
big,
on the
though.
table,
but
it's
still,
not as much.
But I still think it's almost $100 million dip. Like it's a massive difference, no matter what. And so it's like I said, I apologize to the fella because they're my guys. I apologize for using the word clickbait because that's not true. But I think that article, the thing that's going to get everybody's attention is those comments from De'Aaron. I'm not fazed by that, I guess is what I'm saying. Hearing him say that, really every superstar player should say with De'Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
They have to exercise their power. Like he has to understand how much power he holds. And I think that's from the Rich Paul, LeBron James school of being a professional athlete.
I think it's really interesting, but to me, it's just something like, all right, we'll keep that in mind down the road. If they win and he plays great and he gets his supermax and the team is still contending, I think everything's great.
It's
nothing
great
to worry about. But I feel like he has kind of let everyone know that if things don't go well, he's gonna see what his options are potentially. But we don't have to worry about that yet.
Right.
This isn't somebody who right now is saying, I don't know if I want to be here,
Yeah.
next year. But down the road, it could get really interesting. But if you're a Kings fan, you're right. That's maybe the headline part of this story. But there's a lot of stuff.
A lot of good stuff.
Really
yeah.
great.
I love this fact about, Domas and how, he was being pressed by his wife to call DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
Like, hey, did you call him yet? And I don't think he ever got around to call him. And then he looked up and saw DeMar was at Golden One for the California Classic. And so tons of good stuff. But like I said, I didn't mean to say they were putting out clickbait. Wrong choice of words. Wrong choice.
It's interesting that he says, well, I heard about that. Domas says, I heard about DeRozan. I thought, this will be another thing that doesn't pan out.
Right,
right. That's like, he's a Kings fan.
That's
Yes.
like, that's something. Even the players are like, we've heard this before. Siakam and OG and all these guys, and nothing ever pans out. But this one did.
Mm-hmm.
This one did.
We have this from SI.com. They have scouting reports, anonymous scouting reports on all the teams and all the divisions. And thank you, Drapes. He has sent this along. SI.com specific division previews. And some of the things they say about the Kings, it's great, right? There's none of this, kind of snide, like, well, I guess DeRozan will be great and I'll win 44 games.
Yeah.
It's just a breakdown of their top players, and it's very flattering.
No, it is. I mean, and that's the thing about the Kings. Why do we know about this? We understand this. The Kings, especially their top 4 guys, maybe even 5, you throw Malik in along with Keegan Murray, like, they got a nice core here, a very good core of players.
The scout says the DeRozan signing was interesting. They've been playing really, really fast. They're challenging to prepare for because of the pace they play at. DeRozan difficult to prepare for because of the exact opposite. He is not ever in a hurry, just an offensive bucket, just a killer of a scorer, has been forever. It's not a combination that you see naturally complements itself, but great players can figure it out. And it sounds like, talking to Anthony Slater, that's what the Kings are banking on. Like, it doesn't look like an ideal fit, but wow, what a talent upgrade for us.
Right. And here's the thing, there's certain players in the league, and DeMar DeRozan is one of them. Scouting report be damned. It don't matter what you have on the scouting report. This dude's seen it all. He's done it all. He's going to do what he does. He's going to get to his spots, make his mid-range game, get into his ISO game, draw and kick. And so that's why the signing was so huge, I think, for Sacramento. To me, DeMar DeRozan is scout proof, if you will. Like, there are certain players in this game, and I'm talking the best of the best, that where it doesn't matter what you throw at LeBron, doesn't matter what you throw at KD, doesn't matter what you throw at Kyrie, Luka, doesn't matter. Like, DeMar is going to get his. He's proven it throughout his career. Look at his numbers. And so to have another guy on this team, and we go back to what Anthony Slater said about, DeMar, being staggered a little bit so that he can do his thing. It's imperative that Mike Brown and the coaches put DeMar in a position to succeed and not just in the same offense.
The scout, whomever he or she is, did have some critical things to say about Domas's defensive abilities. Can I read this and we'll see what you think? About that. Sabonis's defensive issues are real. He has some limitations. He is a target on defense. He cannot protect the rim. He's just not quite big enough to have the impact at the rim that some of the better rim protectors have, so he can get in the way.
I don't like that. I just don't. I don't like the constant piling on of Domantas Sabonis defensively. Let's go around the league, Whitey. Who's the Warriors' rim protector?
They consider Draymond a rim protector.
Come on, we know that's not true. He's not.
Steve Kerr said he's one of the best rim protectors in the league. But I get your point.
Yeah, but he's not, like, and I could go down the list. Who's the Denver Nuggets rim protector?
DeAndre Jordan.
Right, exactly. They really don't have one. And so when you don't have a traditional shot blocking center, it's imperative, and we've talked to High Flyer, we've all noticed, and you know basketball, it's imperative your perimeter defense is on point. Like Domas should not be in a position to have to cover up everybody's mistakes. That's not his game. That's not what he's designed to do. But Domas is a very good one-on-one defender, and I looked up some numbers and I forget the site. They had Domas as one of the top 10 post defenders in the league.
I know there were some metrics last year that showed him being in some ways an above average defender.
Right.
And he is limited.
And he got defensive player of the year and defensive all defense team votes.
A vote.
Some
Come
on,
friend
man.
of his in Spain or something.
I'm trying to
What was that?
it was that our guy in Spain.
Talking about clickbait.
Right. But no, I think, he's not a
better
rim
than
protector.
that.
Yeah, he's definitely better than
This
that.
idea, I see, that's kind of like Freddie Fan stuff. Like, oh, you need that rim protector. Some people talk about rim protectors as if a rim protector in basketball is like a goalie in soccer. You can't just stand back there and swat everything away.
Right.
That's not how it works.
That's not how it works. No, exactly.
He's limited, but he's improved a lot defensively.
Right.
And he works hard on defense.
And the thing is, in basketball, there's something called guard your yard. And that's what the Kings have to do. They have to do a better job of guarding their yard so they don't put Domas in the position to be that rim protector.
Right. That's what I always say.
Mm-hmm.
The best rim protectors are guards who keep the ball out of the paint in the first place.
Right. Exactly. That's the first line of defense, if you will. Yes. And the Kings have to do a better job of that.
This scout also said, really impressed with Keegan Murray's first year, just how competitive he was. Last year was a little bit of a step back. Really good size. He can really shoot. He can compete. He competes. Seems like he has a really high basketball IQ. They have a really good group over there. So loves Keegan. This guy just feels like last year wasn't his best, but really good looking player.
No, exactly. I think there's universal respect around the league for Keegan Murray. People see who he is and what he's capable of and what he's done. I mean, the thing about Keegan that I think everybody has taken notice is his two-way ability, being able to play defense.
I know.
The way he does.
Somehow he doesn't even get enough credit for that, in my opinion.
Right.
Around here.
Right. Exactly. And, it's an offensive game. Everybody looks at the score, the final numbers and everything like that. But having a guy that can switch 1 through 4 defensively, like that's what a lot of teams are looking for, really. That's what they're striving to have. And so Keegan's doing a hell of a job in that.
And I give Mike Brown and the coaching staff a ton of credit for that, because when Keegan came out of college, I don't remember a lot of scouting reports saying he will be an elite defender. Maybe they were and I missed them, but they saw it and made him into that.
Right. And I got to give the coaching staff credit. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we didn't see it necessarily at Iowa, but
right.
It wasn't like
they made it happen.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was not,
That's
on
great
the
coaching.
scouting report when it came to him,
And finally, credit to Malik Monk for turning into the kind of impact player he has become. I give credit to the Lakers for helping to rehabilitate that too. He really took a step and then reuniting with Fox, playing somewhere where he really feels appreciated has been big. He and Fox have a really good chemistry together, enjoy each other as friends. Credit to him. He got paid and he deserved it.
Yeah, 100%. And I do think going to the Lakers really helped Malik Monk. And if you ask Malik, he talked about that 1 year he spent with LeBron, looking at the professionalism, the work ethic. Like Malik learned something, and then he came here and he was a much different player than he was in Charlotte, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it like this too, Whitey. You go from Charlotte, I'm trying to put this nicely.
Dregs of the NBA.
All right, you said it. One of the dregs. And then you go play with LeBron and the Lakers, and sure that, maybe they don't have much success now, but you're playing with one of the all-time greats. You absorb that, you become a sponge. And I feel like Malik, and he's talked about it, is in a much different place now thanks to that experience.
What he did to save his career, in my opinion, was that he showed, maybe he always had this ability, he just didn't get a chance to show it, but as a smaller player, is not a great defender, you have to be able to handle and distribute. You have to.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we didn't know early on whether he could do that. Well, he can do it. And, you talk to him now and he will tell you, I could always do that.
Right.
Say, have you learned? I've asked him, have you improved as a point guard? No, I've just got more comfort. I haven't improved.
Right.
He's very consistent with that. I could always do that. Here, I got a chance to show I could do it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, too, that I think we got to give Mike Brown and his staff credit for. Even Domas, seeing what he can do and letting him be the facilitator more so than even he was in Indiana. Same thing with Keegan Murray. Seeing something in somebody and saying, you know what? Others might not think you could do this, but we believe in you. We think like he's sort of empowering in that way.
So I guess you're not that concerned with 0-5 start.
Not at all.
Preseason.
Not at all. I'm not concerned at all. Now, if it's 0-5 to start the regular season, your boy is concerned. Not right now.
Mm-hmm. Who was the Kings' last bona fide rim protector / shot blocking center from JB?
Was that
Hassan Whiteside?
Yeah, they had Whiteside. I forgot about him.
I mean, he was legit. He used to try to block every shot. Every shot.
Willie Cauley-Stein, was he? I mean,
he said he didn't want to.
Theoretically, though, right? He should have been.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I know he said something about not wanting to get his hand near not wanting to dunk or block shots because he didn't want to get his hand finger on the rim.
Yeah. Theoretically, he should have been that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Man. No Dwayne Dedman, no Rashawn Holmes.
Yeah.
JaVale McGee, but he didn't get enough time.
Damn, they haven't had
that
plethora of even in like Vlade wasn't a rim protector, and you know what, that team was pretty good without a rim protector,
right? Yeah, I mean, and especially back then too, where it was fewer threes. Like now I think we talk about rim protectors, which you need a lot more maybe is a center that can guard multiple positions, guard on the perimeter,
right?
Let's say, not necessarily somebody that's DeAndre Jordan blocking shots, but you talked about Rudy Gobert and how you play him off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And Domas, I think, does a solid job, at guarding the perimeter. He's not locking anybody down or anything like that, but he's not a turnstile either.
Jay, has anybody come to mind, not to put you on the spot, but are we missing any, rim protecting Kings? Didn't they have Dallenberg for a little bit?
Yeah, somebody's saying
Samuel Dallenberg.
Yeah, Sam Dallenberg. Yeah.
Let me think about it. I was back here cutting Kings practice.
Yeah, I know you're busy. But
I heard you guys say Hassan Whiteside. Who was the other one? That you guys?
Not really anybody. I mean,
that's it.
What was the question? Was it a time period?
Yeah, just the last bona fide rim protector, shot blocking center. Who could block shots, and he wasn't really a pure center. Keon Clark.
Keon Clark.
Keon Clark.
I thought about Keon.
Yeah, Keon Clark.
His favorite song was the theme from SWAT.
SWAT. Yeah. Yeah, Keon Clark. He was athletic, man.
Yeah, Keon was a beast with the hands. Super long, too. Super long. Hassan Whiteside's a good one.
Yeah.
Trying to think of someone like in that 2010 to 2016 range. Are we missing anyone?
Oh, Spencer Hawes.
Oh, no.
Okay.
God. Why you always do that, man? On that note, right?
We got Emran coming up top of the hour.
Oh, good.
More on the Kings and more on the Chiefs and the 49ers this weekend when we come back to Sacktown Sports.
The Sacramento State Hornets are back at home this Saturday. Come check out the high-flying Hornets as they host the Weber State Wildcats. It's homecoming, so come check out some great football and stay for the post-game fireworks. That's Saturday, October 19th, as the Hornets take on Weber State, Hornet Stadium, 6 o'clock. Tickets on sale now at hornetsports.com. And remember, Stingers up.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It ignites something inside of you.
Lightning and the thunder.
Sets alight an elevated state of being. Days are pure exhilaration. And the nights, they're simply electric. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all 4 arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Golf.com's Josh Sens offers 5 common golf course maintenance mistakes and tips to correct them. You've hit the green, and to fix your divot, you jam your tool underneath the ball mark and lift the soil, but the right way is to circle the edges of the mark with your tool, gently pulling the turf toward the center. Second, when fixing divots in the fairway, fill it with sand until it's level with surrounding turf, and gently smooth it with your foot. Third, when the course imposes the 90-degree rule, it means to stay on the cart path until you can turn at a right angle to your ball, minimizing wear and tear on the turf. 4, when you're driving on the course, proceed at a modest pace and avoid staked and roped off areas. Avoid sharp turns, wet turf, bunker edges, tees, and greens. The superintendent will applaud you. 5, in a bunker, rake the sand smoothly and exit as you entered from the low side. Tap the sand from your shoes and leave it as if you weren't there. And now that you know, make sure your foursome knows as well. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy Kyle Draper. Drapes for Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. Now is the time to buy or lease a Mercedes-Benz van for sale. They have Sprinter vans. You could turn it into a worker cargo van, a worker passenger van, or just a plain old passenger van. They are fully customizable. And one of the things I love about their Sprinter vans, because trust me, I had a chance to check them out myself. I hopped in the Sprinter van, and you guys know I'm a big guy, right? Well, I was able to stand up head to toe and fit perfectly. So if you're interested in the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van for your business or just your personal needs, now is the time to head down to Mercedes-Benz of Stockton. They can help you find the configuration that best suits your needs. Plus, you can take advantage of the huge tax breaks before year's end. Take the short drive down I-5 or go online anytime at mbofstockton.com. That's mbofstockton.com, and tell them your boy Drape sent you.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/SacktownSports1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
Going to hear from the newest king, Doug McDermott, in just a moment. Just wondering, Drapes, before we get to that, have you heard about, maybe even sampled any of these new taste treats available at Kings games this year?
No, I saw the posting. I have not sampled any of them.
The Acropolis?
What is that?
Grass-fed burger with Petras available with shaved hero meat, feta cheese. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. The plant-inspired bulgogi rice bowl. Maybe I'm saying that wrong.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Barbecue chicken pizza. Quesabirria tacos. I'll have some of those Sacktown fries. And then I think they have the SK fish sandwich, the Kings-themed donuts, and the Light the Beam churros.
Really?
Yeah.
Kings-themed donuts?
Purple.
Purple. All right.
Did you fancy way of saying that?
Did you say the Philly that they got or whatever? The beef sandwich or something like that? Or are these just treats? Are these just
there
sweets?
are some it said treats in the Sack B piece here, but there are some there's some meaty savory items in this piece. Yeah. As I said, the burger.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't like that rice bowl, do you?
Nah, I can't deal with
Chicken
rice.
Pizza.
What's wrong with what's going on with the rice bowl? Announce that one more time.
Yes, sir. Let me find
Drapes, watching the figure and all, but I still want to at least hear it percolate my ears.
Plant-inspired BULGOGI rice bowl. Bulgogi? So I apologize.
Butchering. No, man.
I don't know how to say it. All vegan grain bowl with imitation beef bulgogi, cucumber, kimchi, edamame, sesame dusted kale, duchua, which is pickled carrots and daikon.
Sesame dusted kale?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yeah, and jasmine rice from Next Generation Foods in West Sacramento.
I could dig it.
Nah, but it got rice in it, big fella. Now I'm on my limb diet, Jay.
Quinoa?
I can't do it, big
You
fella.
can do the quinoa.
Nah, but that stuff is nasty, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. That has no taste. It's
that's what a diet is, Drake.
I know, right? I know. Oh my gosh. My boy Lim's like, just eat the chicken, big fella, the grilled chicken, stick with that. I'm like, man, I need something with some flavor, man.
You need the quesabirria tacos.
Yeah, that sounds good.
16-hour slow-cooked Richard's grass-fed beef, mozzarella cheese.
I like that. I like that.
And then a couple of those Kings-themed donuts.
Damn, why you keep saying that? Why are you killing me, man? Because that sounds yummy, actually. That sounds yummy. I'm going to talk to our friend Deirdre and Selena.
Yeah,
over
I'm
there.
surprised that you haven't sampled any of these. I would think before they go to market with any of these, well, we got to see what Drapes think.
They should. That's a great point. But they know, man. They only let me sample like the prime rib and seafood and the upper echelon stuff.
Yeah,
not the stuff that's bad.
What do you think, Drapes? Think of the rice bowl.
Right, I know rice bowl. He won't order that, so why even?
Eat dusted kale.
Dusted kale. I love it.
Doug McDermott is the newest Sacramento King. He made 4 threes last night at practice today. We found out late yesterday that he was playing, right? I think our show had just ended when you came back in to tell the High Flyer Marsh
that he was playing. And boy, did he play. I mean, 4 of 11 from 3-point. He played 25 minutes, White.
Yeah, you got 13 shots.
Yeah, this dude off the streets, basically. Throw on a uniform, and we throwing you right in.
Yeah. Here's Doug McDermott on how today at practice, how this deal with the Kings came together.
Honestly, like 3 or 4 days ago, just went and worked out with these guys. They had me work out with some of their coaches, and it went well. And, that I just was here 2 days later. So it's just, it all worked out. I really like the energy and vibes around this organization. So it's kind of a no-brainer for me.
That's got to be great for a guy like that with no job. And then, you can come here and we think we're going to be good and you can play.
Right.
There's a spot for you. Sign me up.
Sign me up. And I love the fact he likes the energy that, this team is playing with, like the vibe around it's and think about it. And I know he was a free agent. I understand. But I think this guy can help us out. Like, I think he's a solid 8th, 9th, 10th man, a guy that we should see every night.
I've heard that his defense is bulgogi.
Is that a food or something? But
I'm not sure I'm saying it right.
How about this, Whitey? What if I throw it at you like this, big fella?
Jay didn't even give me a smile or anything.
No, Jay's like, what the heck we talking?
Waved it off.
What if he's what we were hoping Sasha Vezenkov was going to be last season? Because Sasha was a shooter.
Yes.
That didn't knock down shots.
That's a great point.
Doug McDermott.
Same number, right? I think
he took that number, 7. Yeah, took the number. Doug McDermott is a shooter that we know can knock down shots.
Guy,
I like that. I like that.
Guy can play in the NBA.
Yes, exactly.
We don't know.
Yep.
Here's Dougie McDermott on some aspects that he expects to bring to this team.
Just being here, anything they need, just to impact winning, whether that's, not playing, getting thrown out there and having to shoot a bunch of threes, whenever my number's called, I'll be ready.
Unless it's defense. And then,
Why you come on, man? Don't be putting that on Doug McDermott. Don't do that, Whitey. You can't. Come on, man. The guy,
just trying to be fair
he
and
might be good job, good effort out there. You know what I mean? He might, give a yeoman's effort, a college try at it.
Yeah, it was cool when you see the Kings struggling so much offensively. Then the new guy's like, give me the ball, I'll shoot it.
Right. Well, that's the thing, man. He's true to himself. Like, no matter what offense he's going to get him up. He's a shooter. That's catch and shoot. Catch and shoot. That's who he is.
Yeah, and Doug McDermott said today at practice he loves the style of offense that the Kings play.
I mean, I love to shoot. I love to play fast. I love to cut. So that's kind of all we do here. So it's a perfect system. And everyone's always moving. So it's one of those deals where you can't really be wrong. As long as if you're standing, you're probably doing something wrong. So just continue to constantly move and put pressure on the defense.
Yeah, Saint used to tell me on this offense, when the Warriors ran it, player movement, ball movement. That's what this offense boils down to at its very essence. Player movement, ball movement. And there, Doug McDermott. That's why he picked this up so soon. It's like, if you understand the basic principles, and there's different sets and things, but basically, if you understand those basic principles, you're going to find a way to contribute to this offense.
Right, exactly. And, even watching it, I'm watching now for the movement, not only ball, but player movement.
Yeah.
And like Doug said, if you're standing around, that's it. You're doing something wrong. And so I would say this, though, too, Whitey, if I'm looking at this offense, it really is a hard offense to play in, meaning you can't be lazy. You know what I mean? You can't take a possession off because then that impacts the whole flow of the offense. Like, they want you to move without the ball. And if you're standing, you're messing things up. And so you can't be lazy in this offense.
Do you like Sam Mitchell?
Love Sam Mitchell.
I do too. I heard him talking about this offense a year or two ago By the way, what'd you think of that blow up he had?
Oh yeah,
week,
right
dude,
before
the Kings
that was
game.
cringeworthy. I got to text my guy Chris Miles. He's one of my good friends, and I was like, dude, did that really happen? Like, and they played it off the next day.
Yeah,
They're good
yeah.
friends, but watching it,
Yeah.
it sure seemed like
Damn,
Sam was
you're
being
right.
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was having a bad day.
But Sam talking about this offense says if you can shoot it, you can pass it, you can play in this offense. But if you're smart and you can shoot it and you can pass it, you can play in this offense.
You can play in this. It's like you said with the Warriors. It's not that hard. You just have to be smart about it, be able to read defenses, and give the effort on that end as well.
Mm-hmm. One more from Doug McDermott. He says, guess what he likes to do? He likes to shoot threes.
For sure, yeah. It's one of those systems where they want to shoot a lot of threes. They want to play fast, like I said, and that's my game. So I feel like I can't make a lot of mistakes out there as long as I'm aggressive. Making the defense work for things and providing space for some of these superstars. That's kind of what my role has been in the NBA, and I love being a part of it here.
So I wonder if any of the Kings fans that we heard from the day of the trade who are saying, oh, this is terrible. Monty has a type. I wonder if any of them have changed their tune after seeing Dougie McBuckets play last night. Although a lot of fans probably had turned off the game before they started contributing.
I mean, they should. If you saw what happened last night, if you're familiar with his career, you know what he brings to the team. He's a shooter. He's a guy that opens the floor. Sure, he's not a lockdown defender. Sure, he's not a big, tough, bruising power forward. We get that. We understand that. But in today's NBA, the more shooting, the better. I like I said, he's our Sam Hauser, if you will. He comes in the game, gives you 2 or 3 threes, bang, 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 and then, maybe you take him out. But, I just think, like, Sam Hauser ain't playing no defense for the Celtics. Let's keep it real. He's not locking anybody down, but just having him on the floor, opens up so much.
Manny Too Legit has an idea for the Kings menu, Kyle Draper themed menu, Drapes Crepes.
Oh my God.
How about that?
Y'all gonna make me change my nickname, man. What the hell? Remember Drapes Crepes, the name of the show? What was it the other day? Somebody said Drapes.
Capers.
Drapers.
You didn't like it.
I didn't like that. That's terrible. You know what's so funny? My daughter just got home from school. Guess what she said? Serious, and I love my daughter. Quinn is the best. She's my best. She didn't even say, Dad, I'm home for school. She said, quote, this is at 3:34, just got out of school. Are we going to do a reality TV show or what? I was like, come on. Yeah, I told her not now. And we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet.
She's ready. And we're ready for Emmer's going to join us, right? Emmer Pilati.
Oh, he's coming in studio.
From True Sports Cards. We're going to talk to Emil Fergoso about the Chiefs and the Niners. That and more coming up. Sacktown Sports.
Whoa, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
There are so many things I love about fall weather. The crisp air, the changing leaves. It's all so magical. Until my kids catch a chill outside. That's where Kohl's comes in, with cozy layers, warm jeans, and more. I found all the styles my kids need when the seasons change. Plus, I got 20% off with a coupon and earned Kohl's Cash. So here's my style forecast. Prep better for fall weather at Kohl's. Select styles. Offers end October 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Don't you deserve healthcare you can count on? Well, you can count on United Healthcare with Medicare plans that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. You can enjoy reliable coverage and low out-of-pocket costs with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans. Made for California, trusted everywhere. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today.
Despite having no experience, Gavin Newsom made Jessica Morse his, quote, wildfire specialist. The result? Under Newsom and Morse, insurance rates and utility bills skyrocketed. Millions of dollars were slashed from the state's fire prevention budget, and they were even caught lying about their record, while millions of acres burned and families lost their homes. Now Gavin has chosen Jessica Morse again, this time to run for Congress. We have a better choice. Kevin Kiley. As our congressman, Kevin Kiley has worked across party lines to secure millions for wildfire protection and expand water supplies. And Kevin Kiley's bill to protect Lake Tahoe will bring up to $415 million home to our district to reduce the threat of fires and restore the ecosystem of the lake, delivering results and making a difference. Let's keep Kevin Kiley working for us.
I'm Kevin Kiley. I approve this message. Paid for by Kevin Kiley for Congress.
Carmichael Dave here from my good friends at American Energy. Cool weather, if not cold weather, is in our future. You know that. It'll eventually get there, and American Energy wants to make sure your system is operating safely and properly. So now is the time to take advantage of the $49 fall tune-up inspection. That's regularly $119, but includes a full safety and duct inspection. And if your system's over 10 years old, it's free. The tune-up is on American Energy. Give them a call right now. They're offering $50 off your first recommended repair, or if you need a new furnace, that's half off the price of a new unit. American Energy been serving the greater Sacramento area since 1981. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You can check them out at the AEWay.com for an instant quote. That's the AEWay.com. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Kings basketball is back in action. The Kings have tipped off their 40th season in Sacramento, and it's sure to be an exciting one. Get your tickets now to see De'Aaron Fox, Domantas Sabonis, new addition DeMar DeRozan, and all of your Sacramento Kings take the court at Golden One Center. Upcoming matchups include the Trailblazers on October 28th, the Raptors on November 6th, and the Clippers on November 8th. Don't miss out. Head to kings.com/tickets to secure your seat for the action now.
It's 4th and goal. The pressure's on. The home team needs this to win it. No matter what you're up against, it's always a win at Northern California's #1 Honda dealer, Stockton Honda. Special finance options and trade-in offers make it easier than ever to upgrade your ride. Because at Stockton Honda, we believe everyone deserves a winning deal.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
#1 claims based on 2023 total new and Honda certified pre-owned vehicle car sales from American Honda Motor Company's L1 report.
Live and local, it's the Drive Guys. Watch the show on youtube.com/Sacktown Sports 1140.
Or listen on the Sacktown Sports app.
It would appear that the Mets and Dodgers are likely to head back to Dodger Stadium. Not over yet, but top 5. The Mets are leading the Dodgers 10-2.
Wow.
Dodgers got a little something going here with one out in the 5th, but it looks like most likely the Mets make this thing 3-2, headed back to Los Angeles. You know, baseball's just praying that it's the Dodgers and the
Oh yeah. I'm praying for that. I want to see that. That's the stars will be out. You know, it'll be the talk of sports. It'll be, you know, on ESPN, Good Morning America. Like
it will, huh?
I think it will. These are the 2 biggest stars in the game, Judge and Shohei. And if they get to go head to head, man, that's going to be huge, I think.
Yeah, that's part of the problem for baseball. They need matchups like this in the World Series, but when you add so many rounds of playoffs, you introduce more possibilities of goofy
Getting
things
knocked
happening,
out, right?
And
Yeah.
your best teams end up getting knocked out. That's just the way it goes. But
Right.
ultimately, it's good for business in the short term because you got all these games on TV, but it's bad for business in the sense that you get to the World Series, you got Texas and Arizona.
Yeah, you're right about that. Our boy Emran getting set up. I'm on his website right now, True Sports Cards.
Are you guys going to make some deals again?
Yeah, I
today?
hope so. I'm going to see what's out there. He feel like he get hustled when he dealing with drapes. That's how I just got. I'm trying to hustle him out here, man.
I don't know if you can see this, but Jay and Emran have the same hat on today.
How'd Jay get
Why would you even bring that to attention there, Mr. Gleason?
Well, because it looks like it's something that might be available to
Jay
people.
ain't paid
That's
full price. He ain't paid
it's a
full
nice
price.
item.
I brought gifts. I bought 3 hats.
Did you really?
I did.
You ain't bought nothing for the crew?
I ain't never seen you put a hat on in my life.
You don't shave that beautiful head of yours.
No, I'm gonna wear a hat
cover
on.
it.
I got a special hat I'm gonna wear on
I haven't
Monday.
seen you wear a hat. Honestly, I haven't seen you wear a hat before.
Dog, when I'm golfing. But
I'm not
I
on
got
the
a
golf
special
course,
one
dog.
for you,
So
Jay.
I don't. Yeah,
I got a special one I'll wear on Monday.
I'm sorry, Jay. I just thought it's cool that you guys.
I know.
I'm just playing with
It's
you,
a
of
nice
course.
item.
It is.
Yeah.
He's got a nice. He's
That's
got
nice
a military green joint that I got. All
These guys
black
all
joint.
complimenting me for free stuff.
Yeah, here
and it
he is,
always works. It always works.
Let me
He
ask
may
you
be the
this.
smartest guy I've ever met.
I'm going to tell you some stuff here as we get caught up.
Yeah.
Number one, we got breaking news today that I'm going to share with y'all.
Wait. Let me hit the thing, man.
Hey, you want to share it now?
Breaks.
All right.
We have it first.
It's Sacktown Sports breaking news.
We do a real show around here on the weekdays,
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Pilates.
The real show here.
I look over normally on Saturdays and I'm like, hello, are you awake? Press the button.
Oh, man.
All they do is just do goat sounds. We've been coming up on a year now with the True Sports Card Show. My contract ends at the end of this month.
Ooh.
So it was a wonder of like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well,
yeah.
today I can tell you with great confidence and excitement that we are extending for another year.
year?
So yeah,
Wow,
we're gonna have the True Sports Card Show on for another year, and hopefully we don't get canceled between now and the end of the second year. But year 2
New
is
to
gonna have
radio, are you?
yeah, it's a case by it's 2 week notice. We'll let
Yeah.
you know if you have a show in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But
That's
I will-
great.
Yeah, we're excited about that. So we're going to be continuing on our journey, being a part of the Sacktown Sports 1140
Nice.
team. So
That's
that's
huge.
nice. Number 2 thing I want to share with you is that I brought you gifts, and the second I brought these wonderful tasty breads here, Drapes goes, I can't eat that.
I can't.
I was like, well,
I can't. I
actually
gotta be
just
strong.
for real.
Yeah, I can't have that.
What happens if you
Let me take a look.
yeah, it's like Spanish
Oh, it
bread.
smells
That's so
great.
good.
Yeah, did you have one yet?
I haven't yet, but I will.
Yeah. And then third, I brought cards for each one of you. So I thought maybe
Not packs, but just cards?
cards,
Oh,
single
okay.
cards. So first of all, for you Drapes, we've got Nico Collins jersey card. That is one of the hottest NFL wide
I'm
receivers.
gonna give this to
Michigan,
Nick, man.
baby.
He loves,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
loves Nico
Probably,
Collins.
probably
too.
worth about $15-20.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then this
Thank you.
Rookie.
yeah, and this is for you. This is a Joe Montana Flawless Champions 1 of 1. It's worth
Shut
about
up.
$4,000. Here you go.
Oh,
Ryan.
is that how it is?
I'm
That's
just
nice.
saying. What? You
Is that-
one
is that-
card, one
no,
card?
dude. You know what? When I'm already rich in life. I don't need that. I don't need
That is literally
Thank
a
you.
Joe Montana autograph. Wow.
That's
One
massive.
1 of 1.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's worth about. It says 1 of 1 right there.
Yeah.
It's worth about $4,000.
Okay.
So I thought, one card each.
I see.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
This is terrible.
What's wrong?
This is terrible. All right. You know what?
That's nice.
You
And
know
you
what?
won't eat my bread.
And I will say this. Emery. You know what? I've taken care of you, Baker. Oh, he's trying to get it back. He's trying to get it back.
course he gotta get it back.
No, but I'm saying this. I dropped my son off at True Sports Cards,
Yeah,
and
you
I
do.
appreciate you
Yeah.
employing him from time to time. And I always spend money in there every day.
You do.
Every time I come in, I leave with something.
You do.
So I'm like one of your most loyal customers.
I would agree. And I would tell you that you spent money there and never once paid full price.
You know how they say it, though, man.
Hey.
Celebrities always get stuff
I'm
free.
I'm hearing you. And I know. And we still give you the deal.
You like that, right, Jay?
No, I love being here, and it's a joy.
Look at-
to
Whitey
know.
is like
I'm
speechless. Exactly.
Yeah. The
This
reason
guy-
it's 1 of 1 and it's written not like the number 1 of 1. It's
O-N-E.
O-N-E of
O-N-E. Oh, it's
Yeah,
like
curves,
that.
Like in
Look at-
silver.
I've never seen Whitey look like
show,
that.
Show
Hey, I'm-
Drapes what you got.
No, I don't.
Yeah, let me take a look. Let me
Is that card really by 4K right
Yeah,
now? Are you
about
selling that at the shop?
I just got that.
Oh, you just
you
bought
just
that?
got
Yeah, I
that?
just got that. So yeah.
So what's the price at the shop?
Ooh.
The value's 4K.
Okay.
OBO or best offer.
Okay.
What if
Come
Kyle
on,
Draper wanted to buy it?
Well, all he has to do is just give me a smile and a wink, and
Right.
it goes up to $4,500.
Right. What's the employee discount?
Employee
50%, right?
Again, here we go.
Did somebody on your staff open that and they got
No,
it?
no.
or-
Somebody came
Somebody sold it
in.
to
They
you?
sold it to us, and I said, "We'll take it."
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
we buy almost everything that walks in the door, provided it's not anything that Drapes and I grew up buying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That 1986 to 1994.
Right.
Nah.
Right.
We're gonna
There's a
pass
lot of
on
that. Turns out there's a lot of that in circulation.
They call me the Grim Reaper for a reason. They go, we've been carrying this from house to house for 35 years, and can I retire yet?
Yeah.
Like, no, the dumpster's in the back over there.
I got
Feel free
Barry
to-
Larkin's rookie card.
Don't disrespect Barry Larkin like that on this show, Whitey.
It's just
He's a great
it should be
shortstop,
worth a
Hall of
lot.
Famer, baby.
I know. That's why you'd think
A
this is
burner
worth
cell
lot.
phone carrier. Yeah, don't do that to
I'll
him.
tell you who's not worth a lot is Dougie McBucket's rookie card. Although he is a offensive force that I'm very excited to have on the Kings. I really am.
yeah.
I really am. I'm excited to have
Watch it because
some of
Drapes
this
is really sensitive to anything
No,
approaching
not-
criticism.
No, not at all.
Here's a
not
quick
at all.
question. I got a question for you. I'll pull my drapes.
Oh my god.
I got a question for
Yeah,
you.
what you got?
Let me ask you a question. Were you on the radio or on TV last night calling the game?
No.
Okay. I could not find the game anywhere. I was logging in. I was buying league passes. I was everywhere trying to figure out how to watch this preseason game. By the time that I was done logging in, buying all that stuff, it was the Kings were down by like 25 points. I was like, cancel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not interested in following this anymore. It was just a little tough to find the game last night.
It was.
It is. So,
it is.
But I can't wait till
No,
till you're back
NBC
on
Sports
air.
app, big fella. Just go to NBC Sports app.
Yeah.
And
I
you'll-
thought it was Kings.com live. That's
Right.
what the Kings said. And Drapes told me last week, so you got to go to NBC Sports Bay Area, the app.
Right.
And that's what I've been going with because I went into Kings Live and then you get kicked to NBA.com and then you're
That
just
was the
in
difficulty.
rat
Yeah,
in a maze.
It felt like a phone tree. Like press 1 to go here, press 2 to go here. I was like, where am I? And how do I?
It's like, oh, press this and you're signed up for $3,000
And-
for League Pass.
And
I
that's
just want to watch the game.
Delete. Yeah. But by the time that I was watching the points and the scoring and online, I was like, never mind.
Yeah. You also have big news, do you not, in regards to someone who's coming to your store tomorrow night?
Yeah. Kyle Draper said that he's going to make an appearance.
How about
I think I will. I think I'll slide through.
Tomorrow, starting at 4:00, we have Kings guard Kevin Herter.
Herter.
What'd I say?
No.
Oh, who's that Herter?
Pat Beverly called him that.
Herter.
Herter.
Kevin Herter.
Oh my gosh.
Kevin's going to be in shop. I was able to talk to his manager yesterday. He came by the shop, kind of laid out the land on how we're going to do things. We have autograph tickets available for $30. However, if you were able to come into the shop this week, spend $200 either online on our website, truesportscards.com, or at the store, $200. We gave you a free autograph. Some of our best customers who we've been giving free autographs to. So, it's all about making sure that we have a great time tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin couldn't be nicer. Honestly, like I'm really excited about the event tomorrow. And inside knowledge, and Drapes probably already knows this, but he's been shooting for quite some time as far as like getting his reps up. And I don't know if he's going to be ready right at the beginning of the season, but it's real close, like within a couple of games. So it's exciting knowing that we got the game, the season starting on Thursday. In fact, I invited you to the game.
Yeah.
Are you going with me?
Yes.
You guys
Okay.
going together?
to the Kings
Yeah.
game?
Oh, I see you out there.
let's
Okay.
go.
Okay.
We're doing the show and then I'll just,
Oh, really?
Sit
Oh,
right
yeah,
there.
because you're at the game. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
He's already there. Yeah, but
The seats, the seats that we picked are going to be sitting higher than where your lead starting.
Okay,
So
that's fine.
I don't believe that.
Couple things real quick.
And
And can you bless us with a few, giveaways
Giveaways?
right
Let's do
now?
it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
figure that
Let's
out while
do-
you're here.
How about let's do a Kevin Herter autograph plus the jersey for him to get autographed. And which color should it be? If you were to,
Wow.
what
You want to just go caller? You don't want to
Caller-
trivia or
caller
something?
9,
We can.
right,
It's
or
up to
something?
there you go.
Yeah,
See,
you gotta-
Drapes
come
knows
on,
that's how
man.
it
You know
works.
how to do
The
it.
9.
Box score.
So let's do caller number 9 at 916-339-1140.
Okay.
Can we do that?
1-800-920-1140.
What do they get? Signed
They're gonna get an autograph ticket. Plus, we'll give them a Kevin
The
Herter
jersey
jersey for them to get
to
signed.
actually get signed.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good deal.
Cameron, what do you think of the fact that
Hold on
Kevin
one second.
Herter-
Why is he calling the station right now?
I know, right? Dude,
Drapes,
I'm gonna be there anyway.
Drape's gonna try to get.
I'll be there before the people line up and get in there. If Herter's there at 4, I'm there at 3:59.
Oh my
I'll
God!
be
It's
there.
like,
Me
it's
and
like
Nick.
the show.
No
Real
headband.
quick, I don't mean to interrupt you guys. Whitey, you can take a look to your right. The phone lines are super lit.
Oh my
Can I
gosh.
give 2 or 3
Let's
away,
give
or
it a
am I
bunch.
asking for too much?
Here's what we'll do. We'll take caller 9. We'll give that person, but they got to tell us why. Not like, tell me why you want to do
Are we
it.
putting them on there
and
too?
then we'll clear the slate and then do it again on 9 and then clear the slate and do it again on
Tell 'em
9.
to hang
We'll
up
do it
and come-
9 times.
Come on, man. You crazy.
Music to Jay's ears.
I know, right?
Kevin Herter, no headband. How do you feel about it? And
I'm uncomfortable.
I am too.
I'm uncomfortable because, but then again, if it makes him play a little better than he did last year, no headband it is.
Again, be careful.
Why?
because somebody's very sensitive about Kevin Herter criticism.
No, not at all. I'm not sensitive about Kevin Herter. Don't let this guy come
what
up
about the
with
headband?
no, it don't matter to me. Kevin Herter's my guy.
It's just unfortunate that he doesn't want to have the headband because I bought 1,000 headbands for him to sign.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going to work out. Always the wrong decision with me. Now it's weird because remember when LeBron was headband LeBron?
Yes.
And then when he took it off, you're like, man, that hairline is way up there. I think it's just going to be looking a little different. But Kevin played all in Atlanta without the headband, so let
I'll
those
give it a
locks
try.
show.
I don't like it, but I'm going to be open-minded about it.
Oh, really?
Give it a try. Yeah.
Well, you tell him tomorrow.
Yeah, you should.
Listen, I'm Whitey Gleason. I just want to let you know, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to be okay with it for now.
Right.
I think he'll take that well.
But I'll get back to you on it. Yeah. You should have him wear one of your True Sports cards.
I gave his best friend and agent hats yesterday, so we'll see if he wears it.
Okay.
See if he wears it.
All right. So a big night tomorrow night at True Sports Cards. Can I ask you about a certain set of basketball cards that this is just freaking me out? The Wembanyama Topps Hobby Box Topps Mercury for $8,000.
That's what it came out at. It's not that anymore. It's higher.
Yeah, because I went on eBay today. I found it for 10, for 12.
How many
people are selling the box?
How many did you buy?
3. But people are selling just the box at auction, and that's going for
like an empty box.
Yes,
like no cards
just
in it.
the box.
Really?
Like when somebody buys the Apple MacBook box, but no MacBook inside of it, but they'll still spend $15 for the box.
How? What?
Wow,
How does that pencil out? There's that many people that will buy it?
Well, there's a limited amount, and every single box guarantees you at least one Wembanyama autograph. And so it's a limited edition.
Yeah.
It's Topps Mercury. I think they kind of messed up the market, in my opinion, but that's okay. I mean, if you wanted a Wemby auto before, you're spending $4 or $5 grand. But if you're guaranteed one and you're buying it from the website there was actually a lottery. So you had to apply to get into it. I got a box.
Oh, you did?
No.
Oh.
I got allocated a box and I went, no, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather buy a one of one Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Right. Autograph.
Yeah. I have one of those.
Do you? He has a Nico Collins if you want to make a trade.
I'm definitely taking
make
this
a trade.
Bro. This is nice.
But I just think when you're investing that big of a card, I really, as I'm spending more time watching some of these cards and the fluctuation, particularly in football. I mean, it's a week to week up and down roller coaster you're dealing with. I'm starting to feel a little bit more towards the mutual funds, aka vintage.
Mm-hmm.
I bought a Johnny Bench PSA 8 card.
Vintage right there.
Yeah, I love it. It's solid. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about them tearing their ACL or scoring 2 points on 1 of 15 shooting.
Mm-hmm.
They're solid. The Hall of Famers are there, and those collectors love the eye appeal of the card. They really want to see, wow, that thing looks beautiful, and having it graded. So like a Johnny Bench 1971, I bought it for, the guy sold it to me for $1,700. And what ended up happening was I got it graded. I mean, it was.
Why was it that
I'm sorry, it was already graded.
Yeah.
And then it went up in value. We sold it for a little under $2,200 not too long ago. So $400 or $500 profit on a card that's vintage. Whereas I have to worry about Brock Purdy having a bad week, and his card may drop 15%. And when you're dealing with big numbers, it's tough. So I feel like moving some of my stuff into the GOATs. I'm feeling more secure about it. So I like to dabble and have fun in the current players, but let's move along.
Even Emmer's down on Brock Purdy this week.
No. I love Brock Purdy. I think what ends up happening is once Brock signs his $50 million a year contract, it'll go up even more because people will say he is locked in as the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just gun shy when it comes to the investments of Trey Lance that they made over the last couple of years. I mean, I know people that went all in on Trey Lance, as in
really,
$50,000 worth of Trey Lance cards.
Damn.
And now, Dios mío. Yeah.
Some people did that with Zion too, right? And I know
for sure.
He's decent.
He's great when he plays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
he's great when he plays
people
against the
thought he
Kings.
was gonna be, at least
Well, I mean, generational talent. If the guy would stay on the court, there was a guy that was like that at one time. Fragile ankles. Do you remember who that was?
Steph Curry.
That's right.
Yeah.
Steph Curry for the first 4 or 5 years, people were like, he's good, but and then he just figured it out, and there you go. So maybe Zion, he's still young, maybe 25 years old, 24 years old. So he's still got a lot of time, but those years keep going by pretty quickly. If you think about it, Zion came in the league 5 years ago.
Mhm.
That was a quick 5 years,
yeah.
especially when you only played probably the equivalent of 2 years worth of games. It was, speaking of people that just kind of fell off, I was looking at some of the Kawhi stuff that was going on. Just poor guy cannot stay on the court. And that's a legacy player that some people had invested in too. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he should have been a top 75 player of all time, which he was voted in as one.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. I mean,
Top 75 player?
yeah,
Yeah, I
for
think
what he
so.
did. I mean, he accomplished a lot on some really good teams. It's just what happened once he hit that wall. It's like whoop, hit the wall and fell off the table. If that's possible.
That's a weird analogy.
Yeah, I know.
I
Hit the
probably,
ball and fell off the
I probably
table.
wouldn't use that again.
I'm trying to think how that could. Anyway,
You
but before he got
you
hurt,
get gifted a $4,000 card and you lose your marbles here.
You know what I need, Wimron?
Oh, okay.
I'm on your site right
Here we
now.
go.
No.
Let me get a piece of bread
I don't
here.
need to hook up. I don't need to. But I'm looking at the other sports cards graded. How tough is it to get some Tiger Woods autograph memorabilia?
Not
out there?
hard at all
Really?
anymore. Yeah, I mean, Tiger's run a cycle as far
Yeah.
as the popularity.
Yeah.
But people still love him for the legacy of it all, but he'll never reach the popularity that he once
That he
did.
was. Yeah.
It's just a tough place.
That's one of those personal things for me. Like Tiger's,
Now's a good time to buy.
Really?
Financially, yeah. I
listen
mean,
to this on the text line. Grew up a huge Larkin fan. I have over 3,000 cards, 100 or so rookies, and another 100 or so unique cards. Disappointed in your disrespect. I'm not disrespecting
hey,
Barry
somebody's
Larkin.
pissed off.
I'm just saying the 1987
That's like
Barry Larkin rookie
Larkin's
card
family
is
weighing
not
in.
worth much because they made so many.
$8 billion of
Barry
them.
Larkin is phenomenal.
who said that? Shane Larkin?
Barry Larkin was a great player.
G League's own Shane Larkin said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
If I bring in a Barry Larkin 87 rookie card, I'm not going to get much for it, am I? Even though he's a great player.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Are
But
you
they
asking
made
me
a
if I'd buy it?
million of them. Right.
Yes. Yeah, so there's a million of them, if
Yeah,
not
that's
more.
all I'm saying. 209. That's all.
You don't have to defend yourself. It's okay. The card's a buck.
Yeah, this was probably a
Card's
joke,
a
but
buck.
it's still disappointed in your disrespect. No disrespect intended.
The whole market during that time is disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's all out of
Man.
whack. Yeah.
We got duped, man. Like running to the
For
store
something.
every day, buying stuff.
50 cents a pack, excited to pull a Barry Larkin
Yeah.
wood ordered. Yeah, it's a unique time during that market because they would just wanted to keep cranking out cards
Yeah.
for the kids.
Let me throw something at you, Emmer, and I think this right up your alley. I got a couple of boxes of cards, just like from when I was younger. How do I know if anything's worth anything? And when I say anything, $10, 15, I'm not looking for 500. But as a kid, we got stacks and stacks and stacks of cards. Do we have to go through each individual one and go on the websites, go on Card Ladder and stuff like that? Or do we bring them into you? You go through them quickly and you can.
I don't want to go through them with you.
No, but you're Shep. No, I've seen your boys out there. I've seen Shep and them going through stuff, sitting down with people going through their thing.
Before I left today, I left the shop to come here today.
Yeah, what you got?
And they go, Can you say our names on air? So yeah. So I'll tell you, our team of AJ, Donovan, and Ethan would gladly help you there.
Yeah, see.
You don't want to go through your own cards?
I'm
you want
just
someone
saying,
to go through.
No, but to know if it's worth it, like Emron is the type he can look. Oh, this is $5.
Yep.
Or instead of me looking up, taking a picture, putting it on Card Ladder, looking it up on eBay, stuff like
All
that.
right, check this out. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a. I'm just going to open the lines up. It's going to be bad. We have a cell phone for the store, not mine personal, even though I give mine out. We have a cell phone that allows you to be able to just text us photos of what you have and if you have interest in selling.
Really?
Is that okay with you?
See? Yeah.
I had no clue of that.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I need that.
So the phone number is 916-580-7052. That's 916-580-7052. And just text that phone number and say, hey, I'm interested in selling this. Could you let me know a value or if you have any interest? And we will ignore you. No, I'm just kidding. We will take our time to look at it when the time comes, but understand that we have a store that's going on. But I along with my other team members will look at that and say, this is a little bit challenging. I don't think that's anything of interest, or maybe this card's worth a few bucks, or maybe you have the 52 mantle and we're all going to retire together. So we can appraise and analyze it for you. So feel free to do that at 916-580-7052.
Interesting. Speaking of appraising things, I got a really interesting question for you about something that was appraised, and then the people that appraised it apparently reevaluated their own appraisal after it had been sold, which is, wait, how does that happen? Where does that leave you? We're back with that and more with Emran Pilati, Drive Guys, Sacktown Sports.
Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
All right, gentlemen. This is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable. And 1 blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shield Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 void in Mississippi.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body?
Huh?
That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture with daily use.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Well, I do now.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all 4 arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at elkgrovehonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Oh, O'Reilly.
Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts in West Sacramento and Town Center Plaza next to Nugget Markets now through October 29th for the Customer Appreciation Day sale. You'll get 2 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Plus, pick up 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and receive a $10 gift card after rebate. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your Town Center Plaza, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your home for Kings basketball for over 25 seasons.
Hammer time thrown down by the league. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sacktown Sports, 1140.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-330-2929. 800-330-2929. 800-330-2929.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy you happiness, but money did help you buy an RV, which means an excuse from working Saturday with your insufferable coworker, Dave. So money is helping you listen to birds chirp instead of Dave chirping about how his toddler is fluent in 3 languages. And it's also why you'll be smelling pine trees in the air, not Dave's tuna melt reheating in a microwave. So save money by bundling your RV or boat insurance with home or auto from Progressive and buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Folsom Lake Kia.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA 3 Weather Center. Red flag conditions continue through Saturday afternoon. The breeze on the west side of the valley will gust to 40 miles per hour before weakening later Saturday with a high near 80. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
DC here, and if you've been thinking about a new car, you gotta see my friends at Folsom Lake Kia. You can always count on low payments and zero down deals with approved credit. Folsom Lake Kia, over 25 years, right here in Folsom.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
We've got an update for you. Mets leading the Dodgers 10-6, bottom 6 with 1 out. The Mets have runners on second and third. That was a 10-2 ball game. Dodgers creeping back into it right now. The Mets trying to extend their lead. Emran Pilati is with us. More important than any Mets-Dodgers game is the news that Emran Pilati has extended his agreement with Sacktown Sports. So the True Sports Card Show going to be on the air for at least the next year.
I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I've done that a billion times.
So there was 2 options. What I ended up signing for, but I was originally holding out for the Supermax, 5 years, $342 million.
You didn't earn it.
What?
You got to be all broadcast.
Yeah. So I took slightly less, but it was fair.
Good.
It worked out well.
Yeah. Glad to have you still on board.
You had a question for me.
I did. Have you ever heard of this? Somebody buys an autograph and it's authenticated, I believe, by Beckett. And then they weren't sure about it. So they bought it for whatever the amount was, broke it, the case, took the card, which had been authenticated by Beckett, sent it back to Beckett. Beckett had already authenticated it. Then Beckett said, yeah, we're not sure. Have you ever heard of something like that happening?
Well, first of all, are you asking for a friend?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I only read about. I only read about this.
The question then becomes, why did the person break it out in the first place to resend it back, to get it back to where it was before they broke it? And those kinds of questions make me wonder
about the ulterior motives
person.
And why someone would do that.
I think the only time somebody would do something like that would be to add something to it, like an inscription. So it's a Joe Montana autograph, say, for example, and it was in the Beckett protected encapsulated slab. Crack, and they added 4-time Super Bowl champion, right? Let's say that they did that with their own handwriting and then resent it. Suspicious, right? Why would they do that? Now, Beckett's not going to take photo, they're not going to keep photos in a repository somewhere and they're going to check against it. So they're going to look at it as an individual card as if they've never seen it before. So whether it passed or not, I mean,
And there's different people doing the grading, right?
That's right. Somebody might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day, but why mess with something? That's kind of where I'm at, you know. And we recently had a guy, and I'm not for cleaning cars, trimming cars. I'm not for any of that stuff. In fact, somebody said to me, and I'll talk to you about this in a second, but when you modify a card, when you clean it, you add acids to it or cleaning stuff to it. You're modifying a card. You're changing the dynamic of the card. Now I don't microfiber cloth, clean it up, stuff like that.
Sure.
But when
wipe
you're
dirt off it.
when you're dipping it in some juice and you're trying to pull out stains and stuff, like you're altering this card. So there's a guy that does this card cleaning. Nobody local, somebody far away, and he takes a card and he cracks a vintage card out of a case and he puts it in some juice and he puts the iron with some, to weigh it down on some cloth, and he sends it off and comes back altered, and he's mad. Like, what are you mad about? It was a PSA 4, but now it says it's altered. And that incredibly drops the value. And he's mad. I was like, dude, you did that.
Yeah.
You put in some juice and you let it soak for overnight and you put it underneath a towel and you blow dried it. Like, what do you expect is going to happen?
Yeah.
So on the flip side of it, I have people come in, and it happens very rarely, but it does happen. Hey man, I'd like to sell you this card. Okay. It's a PSA 6. Let's say it's a newer card. And I go, it's a 6. People like 8s at least, if not 9s. I'm probably not going to pay much to you. Well, you know what you could do? You could crack it out of the case and then sell it.
Yeah.
And I go, I don't know who you think I am, but my ethics are different than yours.
Yes.
If I buy the 6, it's going to stay a 6 because I don't want to sell that to my customer and make them think that, I'm going to go get it graded and get a 9. That's unfair to them. So, or if it ever happens, I'm going to say this was a 6.
Yeah.
Period.
Right.
Don't get it graded. If you like it for your personal collection, go do that. But I just think that there's so many. It's not just in the sports card hobby. It's in any industry that's involved money. There's always somebody shiesty. So you just have to make sure that you're working with reputable people. We try our very best to do that for our customers. So
I'm just on your website looking up
there
stuff.
We go.
Big
See,
fella. I'm looking to see what kind of things I feel like scoring.
Whenever I go to my website in the back end so I can see who's on what, there's always one live visitor. And it always seems to be wherever you're at. I was on Monday. It was at the golf course. I mean, Drapes is on my website a lot.
I'm on there a lot, man.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, looking to see what's out there.
Feel free to buy anything in the cart.
I'm gonna get something.
That cart is full.
You know what I need though from you?
Tell me. A discount?
I'm a huge Magic Johnson guy.
Yes,
like if you can acquire some Magic Johnson stuff.
Cards?
No, what? I mean,
he's your personal card
no,
shopper?
I'm just saying, like, there's
concierge service.
I'm not the only one out there. Some Magic Johnson memorabilia or something like that.
Yeah,
you know how you got the big
I have it.
Yeah. You ain't got no Magic one.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Not hanging up in the store.
How many segments am I?
If you got a Magic Johnson signed jersey, a jersey, framed jersey, bro, I'll buy it from you right now.
DJ, can you send me a photo of the Magic Johnson jersey that's in the warehouse? ? I need it ASAP.
So you haven't seen one in the store?
No, I haven't seen it in the store. So I didn't.
Because they didn't put nothing in the store, Drake.
He hasn't taken me by the warehouse.
Dude, he's got so much stuff in that warehouse. It's a shame.
Come on, big
I'm gonna
fella,
keep talking bad about him, man, until he puts this stuff out in the store.
What are you doing, him?
I have 3 of them. I have 3 Magic Johnsons.
How are you not showing that to me?
I didn't know that was an option.
That's my dog. I will
I didn't know
buy
it
a
was an
Magic.
option.
Yeah, I'm looking on your site, hoping to see some Magic stuff.
You know, can I ask this question
Magic the
as you
Gathering?
guys start to argue about Magic Johnson? There is something that is in the warehouse I had an opportunity to see, and I've never asked you this, so I figured I'd ask you on air, put the pressure on you. You have a Hank Aaron signed jersey, right? Can you give me the background on that and give me a price on that?
It is an authentic Mitchell and Ness jersey. It's a throwback.
Super heavy too.
Yeah, it's the flannel type.
So like
cloth.
57 Braves or something
Correct.
like that?
Yeah, it has the original Braves logos and stuff.
And it's the zip up. It's the zip up version.
It's the old version.
Yeah.
I have that one, and I also have the all-time home run leaders one. I don't know if you saw that one too.
Oh,
It's
that's
a-
the blue jersey?
No, it's a Hank Aaron jersey 44.
Oh,
but it's
okay.
signed by everybody in the 500 home run club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's on the Hank Aaron jersey, but it has mantle.
What's the jersey is my question.
I think it's Mitchell and Ness.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not absolutely positive about that. So I'm trying to get DJ to send me this photo of the.
So where is DJ at? Is he in the warehouse or just does he have a catalog of everything?
No. He's in the warehouse. He's our framer.
So you got people working in the warehouse.
What you think?
No, I'm just
not like that. That doesn't sound good.
You make it sound like I got a bunch of kids selling stuff.
Right?
Get back to work. Right. Well, how old is DJ?
So does he pull things when somebody orders something? Does he pull it? Or?
Yeah, we got an order of 10 jerseys to be framed, one customer on Monday. Okay? 10. He had them done by Thursday.
So so you do that. No, it's why he's laughing, but I'm saying this is real stuff. I'm trying to help my man's business.
Of course.
If I want a jersey framed, I can come to you guys and say, hey, can you get this framed?
$349 plus tax.
Okay.
All you do is bring the jersey. We handle everything else.
All right.
You take it anywhere else, and I won't name places, but you take it somewhere else, and they do a really poor job at $600 or $700. I don't know what we're looking at right there. It looks like a medicine cabinet.
Yeah, that's what you order off Amazon.
Yeah,
we got a few of those in the Draper household. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, it's like one of those.
That's like a medicine cabinet with a jersey in it.
Behind you, too.
We got those. All those are from
This is uncomfortable.
Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel
all right. I got
itchy just looking at them. No, we make it, and not only do we stretch it and make it look great, but we also don't damage the jersey to where you can actually take it out if you change your mind, and it's still intact with no damage whatsoever.
I got a bunch.
Do
got a bunch of stuff.
Like what? I know you have a Issel jersey and you have a Jerry West jersey.
Issel, Jerry West, Rodman.
Did you get your coupe last week?
Malik.
You didn't order.
I didn't get the coupe jersey. I thought
that was a throw-in.
We got Dwight Howard. We got Steph.
Do you have Artis Gilmore?
Not Artis Gilmore. We got Luka. We got Devin Booker. Like we got tons. Dude.
Wow. What are you waiting for? Let's go.
That's $349 a pop, big fella.
This
is where the negotiation comes.
What's the value of jerseys? How does the value of jerseys go up compared to cards or any other memorabilia?
The wonderful thing about it is jerseys keep their value. They truly do.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the volatility of it because it's a signed jersey, and you don't have to worry about the volatility of the card, the jersey getting damaged for the most part or any of that stuff. So it's a good thing, and then you frame it and it increases value. In fact, that's kind of what we've been doing. I figured, look, if I'm sending this out to go get done and I got to wait 4, 5, 6 weeks, you know what's better to do?
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Hire somebody.
And so whenever there's a business opportunity, and I'm a serial entrepreneur, whenever there's a business opportunity, I'm sitting there going, if they're the very best at what they do and they take this long, I could whoop that.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I just do it faster, better, and less expensive.
And a little cheaper, right?
Yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you take over a market. What do you got there for us, Swati?
Farmer Bleezy 22. How hard is it to find Pudge Rodriguez cards? That's my favorite player growing up.
0. It's real easy. I have a whole row of them. Come and get them. I mean, that's the thing about it. These Hall of Famers that are kind of like the non-Jeters.
Right.
So Edgar Martinez and Jim Thome and like Pudge, they're fairly easy. Harold Baines, come on, get it. You know, I come get all my Harold Baines.
I'm not going to say anything. I'll be accused of being disrespectful.
Get my Goose Gossages when you get a chance. So these lower end Hall of Famers, and I don't mean disrespect to them, but as far as the collectability, they're ready to go. I can get a Burt Blyleven autographed baseball for you for $40. You know what I mean? Authentic. So it's just a matter of their demand. You know, you want a Jack Morris? The guy was in Veterans Committee. He wasn't a Hall of Famer for longer than he was not a Hall of Famer longer than his playing career. Right. So like when the guy jumps in year 22 as a Hall of Famer, it's not Mariano Rivera 100% on the ballot.
So you got like Mantle, you got Mays, Hank Aaron. How many
Even
guys
Hank's a step below that.
Okay, that's
Lou Gehrig is up there. Babe Ruth is up there. Mantle is up there.
Hank Aaron's a step below that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I think it's just and I don't be it's like 1B, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
1B, but like who do you Mantle?
What about Clemente?
Clemente's probably 1B. 1B. Yeah. I got something that came into the store that I'm in the middle of authenticating, and I know that I've probably got one more segment with you guys before you kick me out of here, but I got to tell you about it. It's pretty incredible.
All right, that's next here.
Nice little
Cameron
tease.
Pilati with a story he's been saving for us next on Sacktown Sports.
For 76 years, the Keys family from Naturewood Home Furnishings has been serving families just like yours and mine. Hi, I'm Frank LaRosa with Golf to Go. The Naturewood team takes great pride and significant effort to offer Northern California families a vast selection of home furnishings, most of which are made right here in this country. The kitchen table, which we purchased so many years ago, speaks to the enduring quality of the Naturewood product lines. We treasure memories made seated around that table with family and friends for birthday celebrations, school projects, and many late-night meals when the day just got away from us. Naturewood has provided thousands with home furnishings that not only last for generations, but also lead to everlasting memories of cherished times. Visit Naturewood Home Furnishings now during their 76th anniversary sale and get started making your own brand of memories. Meet the Keys family at Naturewood Home Furnishings, off Highway 50 at Hazel. Look for the water wheel.
Hey, October's already heating up on the Sacktown Sports live events calendar. Enjoy family fun at Dave's Pumpkin Patch in West Sacramento all month long. Pick your perfect pumpkin, navigate the corn maze, jump on a massive jumping pillow, and create unforgettable memories for the kids. On October 20th, don't miss Renee Vaca at the Crest Theater for a night of laughs and entertainment. And mark your calendar for Sinners and Saints, the region's best Halloween party on October 26th at the venue at Thunder Valley, complete with a $5,000 costume contest. It's the most spooktacular event of the season. Looking ahead into November, join us for Legends of Motown at the venue at Thunder Valley November 23rd, bringing you the classic hits that defined a generation. And you're not going to want to miss the Jersey Boys Midtown Men Holiday Show December 8th, also at the venue at Thunder Valley. It's going to be a night filled with festive cheer and old school classics. And stay tuned to Sacktown Sports for all your live event updates and your chance to win tickets.
There's no need to be scared of auto maintenance this October. Your local Jiffy Lube has just the treats you need without the tricks, like fast oil changes or wiper blades for the upcoming rainy season. Serving greater Sacramento area customers since 1984 with over 30 convenient locations to choose from. Open daily, early at 7:30 and open past 6 p.m. at most locations. Just visit jiffylube.com to find a location near you and valuable coupons to save money too.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. Red flag conditions continue through Saturday afternoon. The breeze on the west side of the valley will gust to 40 miles per hour before weakening later Saturday with a high near 80. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
Imagine taking a nice warm bath in your shower. Let's fix that. Right now, get that clogged drain unclogged for just $67. Plumbing, sewer, electric, heating, and air. Bonnie.com. Some restrictions apply. License 696-355.
Finally, an easy way to find home improvement contractors. Just visit subcontractorsunited.com and simplify your search for home services professionals. From cabinets to windows, roofing to plumbing, Subcontractors United is an easy, simple way to find and hire a home improvement contractor. And you never have to give up personal information. So no harassing phone calls like you get from those other websites. Subcontractorsunited.com is sponsored by D&D Cabinets and Savage Design.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, the ultimate lunch lineup boasts wall-to-wall sports and scenic views. When you're hungry and in a hurry, the Scratch Kitchen delivers lunch in the clutch. I mean, where else can you order a 29-degree draft beer and a quickie combo on your lunch break? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks Scratch Kitchen scores every time. Dig into hand-smashed burgers, chef-inspired flatbreads, and more at your local lodge.
The Drive Guys, live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Question for you, Drapes. What do you think of this from Campy? Emmer needs a one-day broadcast Monday through Friday added to his weekend broadcasts. What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
I am in full agreement with that. I keep telling the radio station, give me my own show. I'll go 6:01 to 7 o'clock. We'll make it live and local 6 to 7.
Heavens to Resin. I'm looking for a Spud Web rookie. What's the website?
That's good. Website.
Yeah, Spud website.
So
You know,
Spud website.
We actually are in negotiations with bringing Spud out to our Sacramento Autograph Expo. We're not
Get out of town. Really?
Yeah,
That's
he's
awesome.
wonderful. He flies out of the Dallas-Fort Worth
Texas.
area. Yeah, Dallas-Fort Worth. Because he was settling in as the GM of one of the
G League.
G Leagues. Right
Yeah.
now.
Oh, really?
He was the G League. Yeah,
he made it.
in the 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he made the 20s in the Kings.
Kings are
Yeah, it's
top
the
20.
G League of the Toros.
Austin Toro,
man.
And you are.
Oh, friend of the show.
knowledgeable. You are knowledgeable.
Friend of the show.
So going back, yes, I should have my own show once a night.
Yes.
Once
yes.
a night.
But what is your website for Heavens to Resin? True Sports.
TrueSportsCards.com.
Yes.
There
You can
right
also
now.
go there and find out all the information on Kevin Herderer's appearance tomorrow. But Emran Pilati was just telling us a story. Said you won't believe.
Oh, yeah. What you got?
What or who
All right.
walked into his store.
So a guy comes in and he brings in these sunglasses. And I said, we don't sell sunglasses here. He goes, you want to hear this story before? And I said, okay, I'll listen.
Were they in anything, or
They were in a protective case and they were bubble wrapped to the heavens. And I said, okay, what am I looking at? He goes, my grandfather, who's passed away and I've inherited these, was a coroner, the one that checks on
Coroner.
scenes. Yeah. Coroner. And let's see where this was. So he says, he was a coroner and was on scene during a really horrible fatality accident way long time ago. And this guy's probably in his late 20s, early 30s. So he's relaying this news. He goes, he was on the scene for the James Dean accident.
Oh my goodness.
That happened. And these were taken off the scene because they were on the ground. And these are the glasses that James Dean was wearing during the accident. And I went, oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, buddy. And then he goes, I'll tell you what, I'll leave him with you. You guys have to figure out the photo matching and how this all works. So I take it and I sent it. This is about 30 days ago that I've been doing this now. I've kind of kept it quiet, but I'm okay with talking about it now. And we sent it to somebody for the photo matching and all that stuff. And the guy sends me a photo. The photo matching expert has sent me a photo, and I'll be damned. They look exactly like the glasses he's wearing. They took a photo of him just about 3 hours before his actual accident, of him in his white tee, the glasses, his hair slicked back, standing in front of the car that he had the accident in.
Which was 1960s?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so they're in the process of photo matching these glasses to see if these are really the James Dean, and he wants us to sell it if we can confirm it. So this is an incredible piece of history.
Wow.
Yeah. It just walked into the store, and
Like on consignment, or he wants you to buy them?
He wants me to potentially buy it or sell it. But obviously there's a lot of provenance that has come into play, but I mean, I'm sending it to an expert for photo matching and just all that kind of stuff. So it's an incredible story. If it's real, I'm working on it. And if it ends up being something serious, I mean, it's going to go to auction. It's going to be pretty incredible. So,
wow. Okay.
That's macabre.
Manny wants to know what time the signing is tomorrow. The signing is at 4:00.
4:00.
$30 per ticket. If you already have a ticket, I'd probably be there no later than maybe 3:30, 3:45. Who knows? We hope to have, I don't know, 7,000 people there, but if I'll be happy with 50.
Well, if Drapes is going there,
I'll be there.
7,500.
I'm coming
for
through
sure.
tomorrow.
Oh, show.
Tomorrow.
What will you be driving?
You know what I'm driving,
The
Jay.
Mercedes
There you
Benz.
go. That's it. I ain't got to say it. I just let my guy Jay take care of it.
Why is that button number one of all the number buttons?
Yeah, I'll be there, man.
Yeah, so we've got that. So you could meet Herder or Drapes, one or the other. You're not allowed to have both.
Drape's son will be there. KD, my son will be there. So yeah, he's bringing one of his friends too.
You know what? You and Nick together are a lot better of a father-son combo than LeBron and Bronny. That's for sure.
Oh, that's 100% for sure.
It's
I'm
been
the
rough.
LeBron James of Cage TK, Sacktown Sports, and Nick is
I have a
great
question.
kid.
I know that you're flexible, but how do you get your hand all the way to the side of your back to pat yourself?
Nah, dude, it's automatic. I got like a little robot back there that just hit a button. It's like
it's actually a feature of his Mercedes.
You guys are killing me.
Is there a massage button here? No, but there's a pat myself on the back button.
If I don't do it, who else will? They ain't doing it at home. That's for sure.
How can I pat your back when your hand's already there?
Oh man. No, I'm looking forward to it. No, but not just Kevin Herter. Tell me about trade night too.
Yeah, we have a trade night following right behind that. I don't even know. Did you say tradies night?
Tradies night. Yeah.
Oh, cart. Oh, what just happened?
No, he got a call. Go ahead.
I'm new to this thing. I've never
You're
had.
not used to a producer
I've never
talking to you.
Yeah, I've never had. My producer's like, because they started at 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning with a fishing show. No, I was just going to say that trade night follows directly after the Herter signing. There's a big card show going on in Sacramento, so we wanted to give a place where people could come and show off their cards and meet each other. We have a trade night every quarter or so, but this was perfect with Herter there. I don't know if Kevin has to go and run, or maybe he stays all night. I don't know, or somewhere in between. We know Drape's got to go somewhere. He's not going to stick around
Yeah, I do have
the whole
something
night.
going on tomorrow night.
But try to keep
My son
at
will
least
be
one
there.
celebrity.
He'll represent for the family.
Oh, there you go.
Nick
as
will
long
be
as
there.
Nick's there, we'll be all right. But that'll go from 6 to maybe 9 o'clock, just depending on where it is. So bring your best cards. I'm buying. Our team is there to help you, and we'll be selling stuff if you want to buy some stuff.
All right. Yeah. Before you go, 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. David joins us on Sacktown Sports. What's up, David?
How you guys doing?
Good.
You know what? This is Dave. I'm the same guy who called you for the summer league, and I wanted Boogie Ellis to get signed. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to hold on to him. We can't lose him.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, someone was talking on the air about they wanted a Magic Johnson stuff. I've had a Magic Johnson signed basketball back from Arco Arena 2, when they used to have those hockey, football, baseball, basketball auction things going on upstairs up there for, I don't know, a couple different years. And I've had it in a case with that red, white, and blue Kings logo, authentication, and all that stuff. I don't know if he's interested or not. It's up to him.
The person that wanted it, that was mentioning on air, was Kyle Draper.
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on the financial ask on your
Right,
part. Whether
exactly.
I'm not trying to retire or nothing. I'm not trying to be like that.
Oh, good. If Kyle Draper was buying it from you, you were doing far from retiring from any offer he's going to offer you anyway. So, without seeing it, your value is probably between $150 to $300, somewhere around there. Drapes will say it's closer to 150. I'll say it's closer to 300. How about that?
I was going to say like 125.
I knew what you were
going to
say.
something like that.
Drapes will want the ball and a $100 finder's fee.
Well, have you ever seen Drapes when Nick asked him for $5? He goes, $4. What do you need $3 for? That's
Thank you, David.
That's a Drape special.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too
Hi, Oscar from Stockton. I have a Jason Williams signed jersey for Christmas a few years ago. How much would that be worth?
That's my guy.
Jason
First of
Williams.
all, the 209 representing my
Stockton.
city, Stockton. Jason Williams jerseys, it depends on the type of jersey that it is. We sold some Jason Williams jerseys on sale to get them in the hands of Kings fans for $55 per jersey. You guys remember when I did that? I would say that the J. Will jersey custom is probably worth between $125 and $150. If it's a Mitchell and Ness or a real quality jersey rather than a custom, you're probably thinking around $300 to $350.
And last one here from the 530. I have 2 Yao Ming jerseys, never worn Houston Rockets home Reebok 04 jersey, All-Star 04 jersey, but it doesn't say they're signed. But it's
Just regular
Yao Ming.
jerseys,
Might
yeah.
just be jerseys. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Was that the whole caption?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. My answer then is cool.
Gotcha.
Is there a question? No, I'm just kidding. Is there a question there?
The implied question is, how much are they worth?
Now you're just adding in a bunch of stuff for
Yeah.
I would say that any type of Mitchell Ness jersey, and specifically one from China, not from China, but the fact that Yao Ming represented China, is always hot. I would tell you that the Chinese public absolutely love NBA basketball. Drapes could speak to that. I mean, they're huge fans. They buy lots of sports cards when it comes to NBA. They won't spend any money on any other sport. So when you have a Yao Ming jersey, it's always going to be in demand. It could be anywhere from $300 to $500, depending on the type of jersey. Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
Thanks for coming in, Emran. Glad you're going to be part of our radio family.
Yeah, another year with this.
I feel, that's the one bad part about it is now that Drapes feels that I'm family. Here comes the man. I'm your cousin,
right? I need the hookup. I'm telling you, man. We had the swap meet. No offense, we had the swap meet making deals.
I'll tell you what. When you come on Saturdays at 10,
I'll come on a Saturday.
We'll make it happen.
Seriously, I will come on. Right. Let me know.
Tomorrow morning, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Stick around. Emil Fragoso will try to explain to us why he thinks the Chiefs will win Sunday when he joins us next. Drive Guy, Sacktown Sports.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Have you heard you can listen to your favorite news podcasts ad-free? Good news! With Amazon Music, you have access to the largest catalog of ad-free top podcasts included with your Prime membership. Enjoy shows like The Daily, Up First, and Consider This, available ad-free on Amazon Music. To start listening, download the Amazon Music app for free or go to amazon.com/ad-free. That's amazon.com/ad-free to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
Meta Chevy Silverado Blowout is on with $12,750 off MSRP. Every new 2024 Silverado half-ton LT in stock after rebates. Or choose $12,000 off MSRP on every new 2024 Silverado half-ton RST in stock after rebates. Exclusively at Meta Chevy at MetaChevy.com. Sacramento's Silverado headquarters. Whatever Silverado you choose, you'll save thousands at Meta Chevy. Together, let's drive.
Not available with special financing, leasing, some other offers. Less graded 2010 model year or newer. Ends 10/31/24.
Don't you deserve healthcare you can count on? Well, you can count on United Healthcare with Medicare plans that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. You can enjoy reliable coverage and low out-of-pocket costs with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans, made for California, trusted everywhere. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today.
Don't let summer energy slip away. Live the active life you love year-round with a personally fit arch support system from the Good Feet store. Precision engineered to support all four arches. Good Feet puts your feet in a more ideal, comfortable, and pain-free position. And Good Feet arch supports are now HSA and FSA eligible. Book a free fitting at goodfeet.com or come in and get a free pair of OS First Performance socks. Free. Normally a $25 value at the Good Feet store.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Your flagship station for the Beam Team.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140.
Sound good to me.
Live and local, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Sacktown Sports.
We haven't been talking much yet today about big football games Sunday that you can hear on Sacktown Sports. Super Bowl rematch, 49ers against the Kansas City Chiefs, and a lot of people are surprised that the 49ers are slight favorites. A lot of people are picking the Chiefs to win, including Drapes. Our next guest, our 49er insider.
What?
From SacktownSports.com, Emil Fragoso. How are you, Emil?
Hi, Whitey. Hi, Drapes. How you guys doing today?
We're doing fine. We're just, I don't know about Drapes, a little taken aback by the fact that you're leaning Chiefs because you and I had a conversation earlier today.
Yeah.
Let's just start with, before we get to the ins and outs of that, what is going on with Ricky Pearsall and injury-wise for the 49ers? Where are they?
Yeah, well, in terms of Ricky Pearsall, it was announced by Kyle Shanahan a few hours ago that he will be activated tomorrow before Week 7. Obviously, exactly 49 days after he was shot in the chest at Union Square. It's incredible to think about that only 6 weeks ago Ricky Pearsall had a near potentially a fatal incident there, and discharged in the hospital less than 24 hours later, and 6 weeks after that is going to make his NFL debut. It's miraculous, honestly, and to be frank, it's something that's a long time coming, because at the end of the day, the Niners were going to activate his practice window last week, if not for the short week against Seattle. And so they did so this week. They wanted a longer ramp up for him, but he was so good in practice this week. And I was there yesterday on Hand Thursday, and I could just tell you right now, he looked the part. That they're going to activate him even earlier than they anticipated, and he's going to be full go is the determination for Ricky Pearsall this week in his NFL debut. Now, what does that mean? Well, we will see. Obviously, he's a rookie going into his first NFL game against a two-time Super Bowl champion in the Kansas City Chiefs 2 times in a row. So we'll see what that really means. But at the end of the day, and the best thing of all is that Ricky Pearsall is going to play football this season. He's going to play for the Niners, and he's going to have, it looks like, an impact at least the first game back.
What about Juwan Jennings?
Juwan Jennings is out this week with a hip issue. That could be possibly some of the determination for bringing Ricky up a little bit along speed faster. Kyle did kind of push that notion aside. Kyle Shanahan did. But I do think that Ricky being able to go this week helps alleviate some of those concerns. Juwan's hip injury wasn't reported after the game against Week 6 on Thursday Night Football. It came after that, going into the practice week. He didn't practice any of the days this week, and so it's not seen as a long-term issue, but it's something that, he wasn't able to practice through this week and wasn't even able to get onto the field with. So definitely something to watch going forward, especially considering that he's having a breakout season, and really they're integral part of their wide receiver core that in terms of the run game and what he does as a run blocker. He's very, very important to them. And so it's going to be more so on Debo and Ayuk and even Chris Conley elevated into that role. So you bet more of the run blocking in that run game for the Niners.
And Emil, what do we know as far as how much of a workload Jordan Mason is health-wise in position to handle this week?
Yeah, Jordan Mason, he's battling an AC joint sprain to his shoulder. He suffered Week 6 in the second quarter. He was able to come back for one snap, and then the pain was kind of too much for him to play through, so he was the emergency running back. Well, fast forward about 10 days now, and Jordan Mason practiced all week with a blue non-contact jersey and, is good to go. He's expected to get a bell cow-ish workload this week. Now, could they be kind of just throwing that out there? Because, again, it's more of a pain tolerance thing when it comes to this injury. It's a grade 1 AC joint sprain, which is more so a soreness issue, a pain tolerance issue, not so much a fracture or anything like that. So the fact he's even able to play through it is a great testament to his, perseverance and endurance. It's just that, are they going to use him, 20 plus touches? That we'll have to see how that plays out. I do expect to see some more Isaac Garendo, their fourth round rookie, as well as potentially maybe even some Patrick Taylor or some Debo Samuel out of the backfield in that I formation, or even that jet sweep formation they like to use. And it should be beneficial against the Chiefs, who are, down a couple of players as well too on the back end. And so if they can get a bunch of different pieces going in that offense, it's great. But Jordan Mason has been the bell cow all season with McCaffrey sidelined, and I don't expect that to change, even if the snap count is a little bit less than even he would want.
Emil Fragoso joining us on the drive, guys. Emil, all right, let's get to this weekend's matchup. The Chiefs, on paper, don't seem like they've hit their stride or playing great football. What do you make of this matchup come Sunday?
Yeah, it's a really interesting matchup, Drapes, because, this is now the second year in a row with the Chiefs where you look at their record and, yeah, they're 5-0. Yeah, they're winning these games, but would you say any of the wins are impressive? Would you say they're really blowing anybody out or winning convincingly? I wouldn't say so at all. They're banged up. No Isaiah Pacheco, no Rashee Rice. Travis Kelce clearly on the decline now, it seems, at age 35 or going past 35 per se. Patrick Mahomes has kind of been the reliant one, the one trying to get this offense going, but it's really been the defense and Steve Spagnuolo, that offensive coordinator, that's really been the driving force of this Chiefs team, and why they're one of the best defenses in the NFL, and why their cover zero, pressure scheme works so well, because they know how to dial it up when they need to. And again, at the heart of that defense and on the defensive line is Chris Jones, who even 49ers run coordinator Chris Forster said this week is playing his best football, has him in the echelons of Aaron Donald, Reggie White, and all these guys of the past, 25, 30 years, is how good Chris Jones is in his eyes and the Niners' eyes, because, at the end of the day, he was one of the reasons they lost Super Bowl 53 last February was Chris Jones and that play on third down at the goal line. And so he's a game wrecker, someone they have to watch out for. And so I think the reason why why the Chiefs have been so successful and why they've been able to hold on to these wins and these games while their offense is underperforming per se is because their defense is stepping up when they need to. And Patrick Mahomes on the other end is doing just enough to get by. And so it'll be interesting to see how the Chiefs fare this week and their offense fares against the Niners defense, who just hasn't been fully right all year, but they've had some moments, especially against Seattle, where they looked more so like themselves. So we'll see which two juggernauts get the first blow going early. I could see it being a back and forth contest.
Well, Emil, I know I had the privilege of speaking with you before the show started today, and you told me that if you were making a prediction in this game, you'd be going Chiefs. And I know you're not the only one, but how can this be, Emil? How can you turn to the dark side?
That's a great question because I'm not a fan of the Chiefs on a personal level because of obviously growing up a Raider fan and all that AFC West rivalry.
He's a Raider fan picking the Chiefs. What is going on?
I get it. It's more so a look at a reality. The Niners haven't beaten the Chiefs in 10 years. 2014 was the last time they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the reality. And yes, different schemes, different coaches, different whatnot. But for some reason, this Niner team, especially under Kyle Shanahan, has not been able to beat Andy Reid and the Chiefs. And this goes back to both Super Bowl losses and back to 2022 in Week 7 when they got blown out at home at Levi Stadium against the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. So the way I see it is that the Chiefs are kind of their final boogeyman, their final litmus test, if you will, in the NFL. Last year it was the Eagles because of all the emotional drama from the 2023 NFC Championship game, and they got over that hump. And so if they can do it this week, great, that's fantastic. But until they do, and I know my co-host on Return of the Empire, Nate Littlefield, feels the same way, until they beat the Chiefs and the final whistle blows, the Niners ahead, I'm just not going to believe it until I see it.
Emil, is this a Brock Purdy game? Looking at that Chiefs defense, very good against the run. Is this a game where Brock Purdy and this offense got to score 27, 30 points, you think? Or is it the defense is what's going to win this for San Francisco?
It's definitely a little bit of both, Kyle. I would say the Niners have had a lot of red zone issues this season on offense, and if they can just finish out these drives, they should be 5-1 theoretically, if not for late blown games to both the Cardinals and the Rams. They'd be 5-1 right now. That goes down to their red zone issues. Again, they're in the bottom half of the league in red zone play, and they have to improve on that. So if they can finish off these drives, they will score 30 points and they will win this game because the Chiefs offense hasn't been, fantastic by any means. But if the Niners continue this trend of, having a bunch of success until they get to the 20-yard line, then just stalling out for whatever reason that is, then, it's going to make it tough. And we saw that in Super Bowl 53, where the Niners would get down there and they just wouldn't be able to finish off those drives and set up for 3 points close to the goal line. And that gave the Chiefs hope. That kept them around. And when you keep Patrick Mahomes in a team as capable as the Chiefs who have been there and done that around, you're going to get burnt. And so the Niners, aren't looking at this game like it's payback in any means necessary. They're looking at it like it's another week. But they also know that if they don't improve and play to their standard, which is the last 2 years been one of the best offenses in the NFL, then they won't win a lot of games this year, especially with a tougher slate coming up. And that can start this week against the Chiefs if they can figure out how to score in the red zone.
Question for Emil from the Chateau here. A Campio asks, does Emil cover up his Raiders tattoo when visiting the 49ers facilities?
There is no Raiders tattoo. I know it's fall and the autumn wind is a Raider, but there is no Raiders tattoo. Ever since they moved to Vegas, my allegiance has waned a little bit because of the Davis family. But I'm more so a fan of good football now. I cover the Niners through and throughout, and I would much rather see the Niners beat the Chiefs this weekend than anything else. But end of the day, until I see otherwise, the Chiefs kind of have their number, and that's just where I stand.
No further questions, Your Honor. You have anything, Drapes?
No, I'm good with Emil.
Thank you, Emil. We appreciate it. Make sure you follow Emil on Twitter and check out his 49er coverage, sacktownsports.com. Thanks. Enjoy the weekend, Emil, and we'll talk to you soon. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right. You too. We're going to get to our football picks.
Got to do that.
Yeah. See how it went last night. See how it's going to go this Sunday when we come right back to the Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? So you've got an oil change coming up. You can go farther and save on full synthetic with our oil change special. Right now, you can get 5 quarts of Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic with an STP Extended Life oil filter for just $35.99. Get the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's going on for Ram Power Days?
Save up to $15,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Ram 2500 Tradesmen. Plus, with over 400 new Ram trucks available, you're sure to find that truck you need at the Hoblet Ram Truck Center.
That is some of the best savings you've had all year, Chad.
Yep, and you won't find better deals on more Ram trucks than at the Hoblet Ram Truck Center. There's a reason we continue to be one of the biggest Ram dealers in the country, with numerous customer service awards, including the very prestigious Walter P. Chrysler Award, which means we are in the top 1% of dealers in the nation. Once you buy from Hoblet, you won't buy anywhere else.
Don't miss the savings at Hoblet. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet. Period.
15,000 total net savings after 8,500 factory rebates and 6,500 dealer discounts. Rebates include 2,000 Hoblet Select inventory coupons, 2,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance, must have qualifying trade-in, and 1,500 commercial bonus cash. Must have proof of business ownership. At least 5 of this net savings. Coupons available while supplies last. See dealer for details.
What's wrong?
My travel rewards card didn't earn enough miles for my vacation.
Are you crying? Are you crying because of that other credit card?
Uh-huh.
Well, switch to the Capital One Venture card. Venture lets you redeem miles on any travel purchase.
Really?
Yep, and you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every single day. The Capital One Venture card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body?
Huh?
That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
Hello, I'm Frank Cocker with Retirement Security Center for the Weekly Economic Update. We are in the final stretch for the current presidential election. What could this mean for investors? October is usually a positive month for stockholders, with the S&P 500 gaining 0.7% over the past 75 years. This doesn't hold true for presidential election years, however, as the S&P 500 has dropped 0.8% in October of that same time period. Stock markets rely on certainty, so without a clear winner, volatility has ensued prior to the end of the election cycle. The S&P 500 was up 19.7% as of the end of the third quarter, so even with some downside volatility, this could be a winning year for the index. Contested elections, such as we saw in 2000 when Al Gore didn't concede until mid-December, saw a 5% drop between election day and the date the winner was announced. Some of this uncertainty could have been compounded by concerns over technology share valuation. While past performance isn't an indication of future results, could we see something similar in 2024? We also have a stock market that's relied heavily on technology companies in recent years. How might this affect you or your family? Please go to frankontheradio.com to schedule an appointment, watch videos, and receive market updates. I'm ready to help you start your journey so you can define your future.
Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic FA Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Osaic FA is separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic FA.
All guests come to you from the Folsom Lake Honda Hotline. Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Disturbed. Live. Oh, get up, come on, get down with the 25th anniversary of the 5-time platinum album, The Sickness. 2 sets, 1 show, The Sickness in its entirety, and greatest hits with special guests, Daughtry, and nothing more. Friday, May 9th, Golden One Center. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Disturbed. Live.
Check out Sacramento State football this Saturday, 6 p.m. versus Weber State.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave for American Energy Heating and Air with a question. Have you recently had a technician diagnose your HVAC system and you were a bit surprised at how much it cost? Or did something seem off about their quote? Because at American Energy, they take pride in giving you honest, straightforward solutions to get that system up and running. Have their qualified technicians come out and give you a free second opinion. It's free. You got nothing to lose but some dollars off of that original quote. They're making the uncomfortable comfortable. They've been doing it since 1981, serving the greater Sacramento area. A+ with the Better Business Bureau. That's why they keep having customers coming back for more and more and more. or you can call them and set that appointment at 916-520-9990. That's 916-520-9990 or AmericanEnergyAir.com.
Call 916-520-9990 now.
Your flagship station for the Bean Team, Sacktown Sports.
Oh, what a great time of year to be a sports fan. What a great time of year to get an MRI. You know, we got baseball on, postseason baseball going on right now, and the Mets have beaten the Dodgers 12-6, so that series goes back to L.A. Do you know why, Drapes? Do you know why the Mets colors are blue and orange?
No, tell me why.
Because the teams that used to play in New York in the National League were the Giants and the Dodgers, and they left for California. So then when they made the Mets an expansion team in the early 60s, they took the blue from the Dodgers and the orange from the Giants.
That makes sense.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, had no idea.
Yeah. So we got basketball going on now. We got the WNBA championship series going on too, don't we?
Is that tonight?
Yeah, I thought you were watching it.
No, that was a replay.
Oh.
That was a replay. We got Memphis Miami preseason right now. That was a replay.
Okay.
From earlier.
I thought that WNBA.
It is tonight.
Yeah.
They do.
Okay.
It does continue tonight.
All right. Yeah.
There it is. It's on ESPN right now. It just kicked off. Yep.
Yes. And of course, a big football weekend after a big Thursday night game last night. Here's Jay to take us through our pigskin picks. How we do last night, Jay?
That'd be pretty good for me and you.
Oh,
as we took.
I did bad.
The Bo Nix. Kyle Draper's guy-led Denver Broncos.
Right. I told y'all about Bo Nix. Told y'all about Bo Nix.
Over Spencer Rattler. What happened, Drapes? How you twist up on your guy?
I just thought the Saints, who had been reeling, I'm like, they got to have some fight, some pride. They had lost 4 in a row. Their season's over, fellas. They're dogs, right? Yeah, they're done. They're done.
It's interesting.
Long ways to go this week.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? I will say this, and I said this yesterday. Defenses travel. The Broncos look good defensively and offensively. They don't look the worst.
Yeah.
Is that a head coach thing? Is that a Bo Nix thing? Is that a combination of things?
Like, you gotta give Sean Payton some credit, don't you?
Yeah,
you gotta give him some.
He was very emotional last night too. He admitted to it.
That defense is legit, and the offense isn't tearing it up. Bo's not throwing for 300 or anything like that, but they're doing enough, man. They're in every game,
and they, for the most part, have taken advantage of some good matchups for them. They haven't squandered opportunities against bad teams.
Exactly. Give it up to the rookie quarterbacks, Caleb, Bo, Jaden. Like, they're getting it done.
Drake May going to get it done this week, I think.
I think too.
We'll see about
okay, well, we'll start right there. We'll begin at the early window. The Jaguars and Patriots. Jaguars, of course, staying over across the pond this week, did not come home. They are a home, I'll put it in quotations, a home favorite. They're giving up 6. The Patriots are getting 6. Drake May. Drake, we'll start with you since it is a Boston type of situation, a Boston
6
thing. How about
points?
where you going, brother?
That's a lot of points. I'm still going New England. I think Patriots got to get it done.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. There's a U in Jaguar. There's a U in quitters, and that's what they become.
Is that,
they may win, but not by that many. So, yeah, give me New England and Drake May. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with both of you guys. 6 is a lot. That's a touchdown for the Jags. I have to see it to believe it. Till they beat someone by 6, then I'll believe it. We kick over to the 10 a.m. window. We have the NFC tied for first, Seattle Seahawks, but of course, losing to the 49ers. They are road dogs. They go to Atlanta. Kirk Cousins, everybody's favorite quarterback. Who do you have, Mr. Gleason?
Seattle defensively. I know that's how they, it was one of the keys to their early.
And it's 3.
Yeah, 3. Okay, thanks. But right now they're struggling defensively, especially in the middle of the field. They couldn't run the ball against the 49ers. Kirk Cousins is going to have a field day this week. Give me the Falcons. I'll give you the 3. I want Atlanta.
The 3, you going with Atlanta, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Seattle's rolling over and playing dead a little bit. I'm going to go with the Falcons also in this one.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Falcons as well. Seattle's going to step up and bite somebody, though. They're going to, they're going to hit them with like a Shih Tzu. They're going to bite somebody on the ankles. I'm just not sure it's the Falcons this week. Yeah. They'll grab somebody. So I'll keep my eye on the Seahawks. We move on to the Titans. Will Levis-led Titans going to Buffalo. Josh Allen, one of the biggest spreads of the week.
Yeah.
Buffalo giving up 9.5. That means you got to cover by 2 scores.
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5, big time.
I think this is a route.
Okay.
I think the Bills, this is 37-13 written all over it. Give me Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm with Drapes. Amari Cooper, 3 touchdown receptions. Buffalo Bills going to cover.
Ooh, you got wait. Slow down. You got Amari Cooper with what now?
3 touchdown receptions.
Is that a lock? Is that a lock?
It's not.
All right. Just
That's
make
big
it
time right there. I'll take the Bills. I'm with you, Drake. She's going to Orchard Park right now, and it's a smoke out. That is going to be a smoke out. We ain't talking about barbecue. We got the Battle of Ohio in the 10 o'clock window. The Bengals are on the road in Cleveland. A mistake by the lake. The Cleveland Browns are home dogs, Mr. Draper. Who do you have, the Browns or the Bengals?
I got to go with the Bengals. I just don't believe in the Browns. Their offense can't get it done. I'm taking the road favorites on this one. Give me Cincinnati.
Yeah, I got to think for home dogs, but not in this game as the Ohio players battle each other. Cincinnati struggled defensively, but Cleveland, you could put 11 guys on offense against no defense. They would struggle to score 10 points in the game. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals.
I like the Browns in this one. I like the Browns in this one.
You don't like Joe Burrow?
shot, yeah. If I had
the Browns,
if I had another point, I think I'd take it. It's the 5.5 that's scaring me. I'll take the Bengals. I've given up 5.5, even though I'm not excited about Joe Burrow. You've got a Nico Collins card sitting on the desk in front of you, Drapes. He plays for the Texans. I'm not sure Nico's going to play right now. He's a little banged up. But the Houston Texans are road dogs going into former stomping ground of yours, Green Bay, up there in Wisconsin area. The Packers are a 3-point favorite. Whitey, who do you have?
I just think Houston is too good to give 3 points to. This could be a tremendous game. Houston defensively, I think, is going to give Jordan Love fits. And, I agree with you, Drapes. Looks like a really good game, but give me Houston.
This is actually a tough call because I think this could go either way. And Houston's getting some points.
Yes.
So I'm going to go with Houston also.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I'm with both of you. This is my upset of the week. I think Houston beats them outright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even though minus Nico Collins, I like the way they're playing. The defense is playing. Of course, Will Anderson, folks up front. And I think they're going to control the clock with running the ball up there in Green Bay. I'll take Houston on the upset. We move in to Indianapolis, right across the way, not too far. They are welcoming the Dolphins, who are 3-point road underdogs. Whitey, the Dolphins getting 3, taking on the Colts in Indianapolis.
Yeah, so can the Dolphins win this game? I like the Colts a lot in this game. They've been up and down. G and I were high on them when the season started. Flacco's in, Flacco's out. Anthony Richardson back under center. I like the Colts defensively. I think they're going to shut down Miami. Give me Indianapolis.
Yeah, give me the Colts also. That Miami offense is putrid without Tua. I see a 20-10 kind of game. Give me Colts winning this one.
Same thing, following that cab. Then this is my lock, fellas. I think Richard or Joe Flacco can get it done. Beat the Dolphins. I'll take the 3 that the Colts are getting at home, which is pretty much what every home favorite gets. We stay in the 10 o'clock window. The Detroit Lions. Now, you're talking about a game right here.
It's a pick'em right here.
On paper,
big fella.
it's close to a pick'em, Drapes. You're close. The Vikings are at home, so they're getting the necessary 1.5, not 1, a 1.5 point favorite at home in Minneapolis. Drapes, you lead us off. Lions, Vikings. Lions getting 1.5.
This is I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know.
Maneuver.
I don't know what to say on this one. I'm going to go Vikings just because they're home. That is the only reason.
Yeah. We have all picked the same team every game, but not in this game. I think it comes down to Jared Goff handles Minnesota's blitzes very well. Detroit's too good to give points to. I like the Lions in this one.
Yeah, I'm going with you, Whitey. I think the Lions win and finally give Sam Darnold and the Vikings their first L. Someone Zoe has got to go, even though the Lions have lost. I think it's going to be the Vikings. I think this is where we find out the cream starts to rise to the top. The Vikings aren't the team that we believe. They're a good team, but they're not a great team. I think the Lions go in there and prove that and make a statement in the NFC North. This is a future game, talking about great games. We got a 10 a.m. window in New York, or technically New Jersey. We've got the Giants, who are home dogs. Whitey, I don't know if you're going.
Yeah.
And of course, you got Drake.
Yeah.
You got the Eagles
All right, I remember
heading
that.
on
I remember
into New Jersey. Whitey, we'll start with you, I believe, on this one.
What'd you say about home dogs?
Home dogs.
I love home dogs.
You going with a home dog?
I love going with the home dog. Yeah.
Easy money. This is easy money.
Yeah.
This is where.
Hey, home dog. Give me the Giants and the 3.
Yeah, this will separate the men from the boys right here. This is where we will diverge, and you go your losing route. Drapes and the Eagles will fly and soar above the rest of the world. Ooh. Fly, Eagles, fly. My boy L Train, Lionel Simmons will be watching this. There you go. Big time fly, Eagles,
Jason
fly.
Thompson.
This is getting it done. Eagles, Eagles, Eagles. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't believe in the Giants. I see where you're going, Whitey. I'll take the Eagles to cover the 3. It hurts my heart to do it, but yeah, I'll take the Eagles to cover that 3. We kick over to the 105, and we talk about the Las Vegas Raiders, the depleted Las Vegas Raiders. They're going to Los Angeles, former stopping ground. LA Rams. Now, this is surprising.
Yeah.
They are giving a touchdown. A touchdown. A touchdown.
Rams are favored by 7.
That is
Who's
7
up first?
right now. That'll be you, sir.
Raiders. 7? The Rams at 1-4? Come on, man. 7's a lot. 7's a lot. Give me the Raiders.
You got the Raiders?
Yeah, I think the Raiders are cashing in their chips. That's a lot of points, but give me the Rams.
You taking the Rams?
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams too.
Come on, 7?
They got to get healthy. The Raiders are terrible, Drake.
Yeah.
The
Rams
are
aren't
terrible. Yeah, well, but I think this is the get right team. This is where you get right.
7's
here,
a lot, fellas.
You see the Portland Trailblazers coming around the corner, the Detroit Pistons. You got to take advantage.
All right,
this is where you do it right there. We stay in the 105 window. The Carolina Panthers talking about a terrible team. A huge window. I mean, excuse me, a huge spread. The Washington Commanders giving up 9.5. 9.5, Whitey.
Last time I
checked. The money's coming in on the Commanders, baby.
Vegas, baby. Drady, that'd be Whitey.
Whitey. Let's see.
Carolina, they are bad defensively, plus they're injured defensively, and that's why the spread's so big, and I think it's accurate. I will take Washington in this one.
Okay.
I've been burned taking Carolina a couple times already.
I'm taking Washington also. Carolina's a trash team. They're bad. That's a lot of points.
10 points is a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
but they're at home. Commanders at home.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. I think I'm going to step away and go against you guys. I'm going to take the Panthers to at least cover that. The Red Rifle can do me right. They were close last week. Had a couple things in the third quarter that didn't go their way. I'll take the Panthers getting the 9.5. Actually, I may be looking at that a little later. Now we talk about the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop.
There we go.
Right here. Chiefs, 49ers.
Yep.
1.5. 49ers still favorite.
Can I be last, please?
I'll go first.
No, go ahead.
I'll go first.
Hold up. Before you go, Jay.
Okay.
Remember, listeners, people at home, driving right now, whatever. These guys are Niners fans. Will they shock the world? Will they be honest, true journalists and unbiased in their picks? We'll find out next here on The Drive, guys. Sacktown Sports 11.
Model year-end pricing is back at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop. During the model year-end event, lower interest rates at Folsom Lake Honda make lower payments. It's no wonder why Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop. Come in today or check out our entire inventory online at folsomlakehonda.com. Get an instant cash offer for your trade at folsomlakehonda.com. We'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Folsom Lake Honda.
Go to folsomlakehonda.com.
Whitey here reminding you that not all grills are created equal. Give your family a real treat. Bring out all the flavors of the upcoming holidays with the amazing Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers. Napoleon grills that features other grills can't match. They're built different, built better, built to last, complete with a lifetime warranty. All made with premium steel that boasts absolute quality. Just because it's October does not mean we can't barbecue outside. Visit California Backyard now for your best selection of grills and Napoleon Grills accessories.
Tired of ads interrupting your favorite news podcasts? Good news! Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Stay up to date on everything newsworthy with podcasts like The Daily, Up First, and 5 Things Uninterrupted at amazon.com/ad-free. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
There's no need to be scared of auto maintenance this October. Your local Jiffy Lube has just the treats you need without the tricks, like fast oil changes or wiper blades for the upcoming rainy season. Serving greater Sacramento area customers since 1984 with over 30 convenient locations to choose from. Open daily, early at 7:30 and open past 6 p.m. at most locations. Just visit jiffylube.com to find a location near you and valuable coupons to save money too.
Jeff Lynn's ELO.
Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why.
Live in concert in Sacramento. The Over and Out Tour. Jeff Lynn's ELO, the final tour, all the hits. Live at Golden One Center, October 23rd. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
O'Reilly. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts in West Sacramento and Town Center Plaza next to Nugget Markets now through October 29th for the Customer Appreciation Day sale. You'll get 2 times O-Rewards points on select purchases. Plus, pick up 5 quarts of any Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil and receive a $10 gift card after rebate. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products at your Town Center Plaza, O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Drive Guys, live and local, every afternoon, Monday through Friday on Sacktown Sports.
Mets beat the Dodgers today, so Dodgers lead that series 3-2. NLCS going back to Dodger Stadium, and the Yankees leading Cleveland in the top of the second 3-1. We're in the midst of our pigskin picks. Kyle Draper trying to put pressure on us before we went to break.
Yes. I want to
Where's the
see where you
pressure
guys
here?
stand. I want to see where you stand. The defending Super Bowl champs.
Right.
5-0. Undefeated against the Niners team that's battered, bruised, hasn't beaten anyone this season. Let's see where
3 teams they beat.
but they beat garbage teams. Terrible. Let's see where these guys go. That's why I want to be last.
No worries. Well, let me just say this. Can I go first?
If you want, Jay, you run the thing. You the ringmaster.
No problem. Well, we'll kick over to the 520 window. We'll take the Jets and the Steelers right now. We'll wait for the best for last, fellas. We'll got the Steelers at home. Guess what?
What?
They're home dogs.
Home dogs?
Against the Jets.
1.5.
man,
They're
that's
getting
ridiculous.
1.5. It sounds like Russell Wilson may kick over and get the start. It's not completely confirmed. I've looked. I've paid attention. You know, Mike Tomlin is a ringmaster. He hasn't said yes, no, maybe so.
Here's what ESPN has. Tomlin mum, but Pickens says Wilson to start.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you trust the wide receiver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
First
like
team reps.
Jordan Mason thing. Well, when did you find out you were starting?
All right.
You know,
right.
that's
Yeah.
All right. We'll kick.
Who's it? Who's
Sunday night, Drapes? So you got Jets, Steelers. You got the
I got
Steelers. Oh, wait. Okay, I like where you're going, baby.
The home
I
dog,
like where
baby.
you going,
Home dog.
baby. I'm taking the Steelers as well. I'll take the 1.5.
Home dog.
Whitey, who you got?
Give me the home dog, Jay. Hey, home dog.
Yeah.
I like that. We have 2 Monday night games, fellas. 2 Monday night games this week.
I don't know why they doing that.
We gonna pick a Monday?
Okay, we'll wait.
Do we wait?
Wait and see.
That's right. That's right.
Get some more information.
Just in case. You're right.
Injury
That's right.
report.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
that's
that
You've
way
been
if
doing
somebody
that.
needs
Need a win.
Need to catch up. A little catch up.
You're right. You're right. Well, with that being said,
now let's do it.
Let's go. Let's go, fellas. We got the Chiefs, the 49ers. Also, let me say this too before we pick these games and take a break. I'm gonna put an audible here to this, fellas, and I know you've kind of heard it but didn't. Now that we got our feet wet, now that we got our sea legs here and picking these every single week, this will be our 6th week picking because, of course, we skip 1 week. I think we should invite a listener every single week to pick against us, and we'll, it moves. It won't be the same person every single week, and I will talk to our promotions team to see if we can grant that listener, some type of participation ribbon, just like Anthony Slater.
All right.
But I think what are you guys' thoughts on that?
My only thought is participation ribbon, nah. But if they actually beat us, if they beat any of us, then they earn something.
Beat the experts.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that. Yeah.
All right, we'll add it to next week.
I
So
like
if you want to jump on next week, we'll make sure that we get it across probably Wednesday because we got open tonight Thursday. Make sure we lock that in for Thursday. The Chiefs and the 49ers. I'll go first. I'll make it easy on both of you guys. I know Drapes is looking at me. I'd be an absolute fool to pick the San Francisco 49ers, right, Drapes?
You would be.
As you heard, the 49ers insider on this show just about 30 minutes ago, he said the 49ers have not beat the Chiefs in 13-14 tries, 13-14 years.
Come on, Jay.
1.5 favorites. I have no clue why the 49ers are 1.5 favorites, and I'm going to keep it a buck. As you said, there is integrity. There is an opportunity to showcase our journalistic skills right here on the drive, guys. I understand that. I understand the gauntlet has been thrown down, but I'll be an absolute fool not to pick the San Francisco 49ers, right, fellas? I would be an absolute fool not to take the San Francisco 49ers. I'll take the 1.5 points. San Francisco.
Absolutely.
49ers.
Yes.
The faithful. Somebody out there, please stand up. If the Chiefs beat the 49ers yet again, there is a problem. And I will question you hear me right now, Drapes. Mr. Gleason, dear listener, as Mr. Gleason always says, if the 49ers fold against the Chiefs this week, I will then begin to start to question what in the hell is going on in that locker room. You can't continuously let a bully keep beating. You have to stand up. It is time. I'll take the Chiefs non-play. I'll take the 49ers, 1.5.
Bosa is going to have a big day. The Chiefs have a new left tackle. It's going to come down to running the ball and stopping the run. Not to say that if the 49ers do that, they're guaranteed to win. But if they don't do those things, they will not win. I think they will do both. I like the 49ers against the, let's face it, 5-0 is Drapes is 5-0. Overrated Kansas City Chiefs.
And,
Give me the 49ers.
and so are the Niners. Like their wins are terrible. They beat the Patriots, the lowly Jets, and who else? Oh, the Seahawks, who are reeling right now. I'm going to go to Chiefs, and here's why, fellas. Here's why. The Niners haven't shown me anything. Patrick Mahomes figures out a way on his worst day to get a win. You guys picking the Niners are like fantasy football drafts.
You said you're going to tell us why you're picking.
No, but hold up. Can I talk? I'm not done yet, though, big fella. I might have 10 minutes on this. I could go to. You guys are being homers by picking the Niners. It's like the fantasy football draft. Oh, give me J.P. Mason in the first round, Jawan Jennings in the second round. You're giving the benefit of the doubt to the home team. The Chiefs are the better team. The Chiefs have a better resume. The Chiefs have a better record. The Chiefs have owned you. Andy Reid's a better coach. Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback. Their defense is a better defense. Give me Kansas City. And my girl Taylor Swift is kicking off her Eras Tour again this weekend. So it'll be a great weekend in the Kelsey. I think Kelsey's going to have 2 touchdowns in this game. I think Kelsey is going to go off this game. I think so. That's why I'm picking the Chiefs. Not because I hate the Niners. The Niners haven't shown me anything. They have not shown me a single thing.
Is it your lock or your upset or both?
No, I'm just picking the Niners,
Okay,
Chiefs. Why are you trying to back me into something?
I'm not. You sound pretty
trying to back
confident.
me into
I'm
something,
trying to
Jay.
help you
I'm not
out.
doing that.
I'm trying
And if I'm correct, I'm getting points. I'm getting the 1.5.
Is 1.5 still?
Yep, I'll take it.
All right. You can hear that right here on Sacktown Sports. We taking a break? Yeah.
Yeah, quick break.
Yeah. I'm going to go get an MRI. You guys wrap
Oh,
up.
you're
Thank-
done,
yeah.
huh? Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, I forgot you're leaving.
Talk to you
Thank you,
on
Jay.
Monday.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Stick around. The Drive Guys wrap it up. Sacktown Sports.
Look down. 'Cause if you dare, you see the glare.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm meteorologist Heather Waldman in the KCRA3 Weather Center. Red flag conditions continue through Saturday afternoon. The breeze on the west side of the valley will gust to 40 miles per hour before weakening later Saturday with a high near 80. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA News and the KCRA app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Where do you go when you need someone to represent you? For me, you want someone that is local and that you can actually get to and talk with. There are plenty of big branded lawyers out there with the name, but you never get to talk to them. So go to saclegaldefense.com and connect with the law offices of Jonathan Gonzalez. He's local, he'll represent you, and he'll have your back. Whether it's expungements, wrongful termination, when you're in a spot when you need legal help, call the law offices of Jonathan Gonzalez at 916-304-9187.
Whitey here reminding you that not all grills are created equal. Give your family a real treat. Bring out all the flavors of the upcoming holidays with the amazing Napoleon Prestige line of outdoor cookers. Napoleon grills that features other grills can't match. They're built different, built better, built to last, complete with a lifetime warranty. All made with premium steel that boasts absolute quality. Just because it's October does not mean we can't barbecue outside. Visit California Backyard now for your best selection of grills and Napoleon Grills accessories.
Don't you deserve health care you can count on? Well, you can count on United Healthcare with Medicare plans that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. You can enjoy reliable coverage and low out-of-pocket costs with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plans, made for California, trusted everywhere. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today.
Finally, an easy way to find home improvement contractors. Just visit subcontractorsunited.com and simplify your search for home services professionals. From cabinets to windows, roofing to plumbing, Subcontractors United is an easy, simple way to find and hire a home improvement contractor. And you never have to give up personal information. So no harassing phone calls like you get from those other websites. Subcontractorsunited.com is sponsored by D&D Cabinets and Savage Design.
Hello, Sacramento. I'm Emran Pilati, owner of True Sports Cards and Collectible Store here in Rockland, California, and the host of the True Sports Cards Show that airs right here on Sacktown Sports 1140 every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m., where we discuss the latest trends, hottest products, and deliver exclusive interviews with other industry leaders. And don't forget to visit our shop, True Sports Cards, at 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland and see what we have for all your sports card and memorabilia needs.
1990 Chubb Rock Johnson.
Your afternoon home for Kings talk and so much more. The Drive Guys on Sacktown Sports.
on YouTube. I see myself, but they say dead air.
All right,
But
let me change that.
Let me tell you about my weekend here. Tomorrow, I'm obviously go by True Sports Cards. We got Emeren out there. Kevin Herter is going to be there. My son, and I are going to stop by. I got poker night tomorrow night, so that'll be fun.
Oh, now wait a minute. Is it for pretzels, chips, apples, and oranges?
Nah. It's a charity poker event, but
what?
It's for I believe I get to win some money. I think so.
Now, who's putting this on? Can you say that?
This is
the
Ease after school program over at Destiny Christian.
Formerly of Capital, right?
Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they got their big fundraiser tomorrow.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go do that, man. I'm gonna go do that.
Now let me ask you real quick, because I'm all about first of all, Sacramento, City of Trees. I'm all about giving back to that, and I think you do a great job of intertwining yourself into this community. Not being from here, but you came here, you've adapted, you've adopted, and I think the city has adopted you.
Thank you.
With that being said, how did this come about, real quick? Like, did they reach out to Kings, or how'd that go?
I had gone and spoke to their group and toured their facility.
Okay, that's what's up.
And they, they keep me posted on what's going on. And they invited me, hey man, can you be a part of this charity poker night? And I'm like, sure, I'm not a huge poker player. I do play. And so I'm like, sure, Saturday night, let me come on out there, chop it up with y'all. So that's Saturday night. So that's a fun day. I'm okay with that day, Jay. But it's Sunday that's killing me.
Pop Warner, baby.
It's Sunday that's killing me. So we got Kings Fan Fest Sunday. Your boy's going to be in the house. I'll be there.
Okay.
Kings Fan Fest, 1 o'clock.
I wasn't going to come out, but maybe.
Come on through, man. Slide through. See DeMar up close and personal. See the vibe of the crowd. So I'm doing that from 1 to 4. But then my daughter has a cheer competition. It's competition season, Jay.
It is.
In Stockton.
What high school?
It's at the arena.
Oh, okay.
It's at Stockton where we just at for the boxing. Yeah, so it's at the arena. But here's the problem, Jay. It's a school night because it's Monday. Monday's the next day.
Yes, sir.
Cheer competition is Sunday. Why the hell do they have 6th and 7th graders in Stockton competing on a Sunday night? My daughter doesn't go on until like 8:15
at night. Damn.
Exactly. And the award ceremony is at like 9:30 in Stockton on a Sunday school night, Jay. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I can't watch the Niners game. I got Fan Fest. Then I got to go to Stockton. I'll probably watch it.
I'm going to give you something to watch. The link, man. I got you.
Give me a link. Remember that?
I got you.
If you send me a link, bro, I'll be able to watch it live. But that's my weekend right there.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, it should be a good weekend, man. Hopefully my daughter and her team bring home the hardware. We'll see what happens with the Chiefs and Niners. Of course, we'll react to it on Monday. See you on Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, at Kings Fan Fest at the G1C for Drapes, Jay, and the departed Whitey. We'll see you next time on The Drive, guys. Sacktown Sports, 1140.